tomorrow I will do what I promised you that I would do. I said I was going to drink kerosene in front of all of you tomorrow and swallow it and finally tell you the meaning of drinking kerosene and what it cures. I have come a long way with the life I live. But there's one thing I've cherished in my life. I've cherished the fact that no matter what happens to me, I'm able to control myself. Because there are a lot of people who have not dealt with me religiously, sensibly well. But I've managed myself. I don't control myself, I manage. Because if I control myself, controlling myself will be a problem. How many of you are aware that Daddy Lumba is dead? If you are not aware, they announce his death. But reliable sources are telling me that he is resurrected. So all plans that have been made for Daddy Lumba cannot come on because the man is back alive.
Can I do a video of this? And I won't see.
This is happening live here on my TikTok. That if you are rushing to find your red and black cloth to mourn the death of Daddy Lumba, it is not true. Daddy Lumba is still alive.
So he never died, or he died and he was alive.
So if you are planning to go for any program that is named Daddy Lumba this, Daddy Lumba this, please don't go. Daddy Lumba is alive. He lives forevermore. He's not dead like you are thinking he's dead. He's bringing a new album out. And that is why you are hearing all the noise.
Today is 30th October. It's 30th, we have a date card, and then 30th July.
So let's get ready for the new banger. I can give you a few lines of the song, so you will know that it's true.
It's not dead.
Don't ask me where am I getting my information from. And I'm saying that Daddy Lumba is still alive. And those of you who prepared for his death, shame on you. He's back. And those of you who are playing his song because he's no more, shame on you. Daddy Lumba lives on. And if I had water, I could have drank it on what I just said for you to believe it. I'm not reading any story from any letterhead. But yes, I want to bring
this is what
you.
I drink it and what is dead.
Well, somebody just gave me a poison. Check when water is given to you.
Master.
But there are people that they will not want to
don't
kill
let
you.
Me talk. Now, remember poison
people will want to use them to kill you.
Drink the water.
A lot of people have been used to kill me, but I'm still alive. One of them is Doreen. But I'm still alive.
Drink the water, please.
So, Daddy Lumba lives on. Stop what you are doing about him because he's alive. I feel his presence as I'm sitting here. The lady that pleats the hair is preparing to pleat the hair of the Lumba regularly on every Friday. So all of you, some of you have even gone to collect money on it, Please behalf for the death of the man. Please, he's alive. So who is writing this plenty story in my system? Please, if you don't know he's alive, I'm telling you he's alive. Esther, tell Lumba what you say. Now, and you move from or deba until that the AC in the AC. Now, can be 7 and you need 2 lines, mamma. But answer, I'm at 2 lines. We find Chaka see and comma. Or doom for comfort. The Oya game will be to me. Adeɛ baako a ɔyɛ a m'ani gyeeɛ ne sɛ yɛkra sɛ yɛmbra no mbɛku gɛ yi ɔte ha yi ɔbaeɛ wankum wagya na ama sisi a wadane ɔbrɛ ama yɛ. Yes, he lives on. I'm not, you see what you see, I'm not there, Charlie. You don't get it. If I didn't bring the water, then all that I said could have mean serious. But once I drank the water, all that I said, there's no seriousness in it. So those of you who are watching me live on TikTok, and you are waiting for the appearance, please stop disturbing me, please. I'm sorry, please forgive the mannerism of this one. She doesn't know what she's doing. I'm doing live and I'm making a phone call. What do you mean by that? I'm not Sugar Crash. How are you doing? How has your day been? How is your body? Abna, na mi bisa say, oh, adamfo a moto so ana. Na ushi obi a ne to ye fesen na anim a den na woka. Go utumi shi obi a o hwe ne to na wa force so ba hwe n'anim. Ubehu n'anim a na ye ma show say na bone ben na nyame aye sister yi. He said the face is not corresponding with the back. But no credit say abna de n'anim ne to nyina ese. Ne nufu enso ese. Enyo bia na tade.
Sounds like good night.
Na wi asemo de. Fa good night. Fa ko bia di fi ba. We are see a team with you. So when you be sure, until Messia, until being to me, Abna crash, sugar crash in the tea. Abna sugar cubes on your powdered sugar or a cube sugar, St. Louis. Titi shitria na unya bitu poponsu koko mu a chance na nane kom fa so ye da me hu ye me wawa pa ebi ni abena St. Louis sugar so ye de na odumi ma sichire yare abena me sira mi bi so se bema etafre oba ase a hwana na neji se oba ebie ni na mu ma se tafre na se a oba ne bema no hwana na neji. Who is the beneficiary? Why the beneficiary? And your baby about bema bi asuma bema ni bu afu. Osi otafre na se na onu bema na ni agise onu otafre na se. And on board assume say concentrate on the sensitive assignment. and a guy didn't tear as yes, boy, get an ambulance. When your door sutro, because they say be an assault. It be what we say, let me, but maybe, sir, more a tata frame as I say, bear matter frame as here.
It is a style.
I'm not, Yantafio was said that. What's say?
Yes, say. It's all big that.
Yantafio was said that.
Me near be a grass at that.
Oh, there's a growth where you know to me a deal.
Me deep crowd that and also that, yeah. No.
Oh, my do a bro.
Then I did, I can see it, baby. Made up there, minimum.
Oh, until home bag.
They are.
Oh, well, this is a big and a bit much that was it. No, only new mass market, only rich wife. Rich wife. Now, Esther or Hodie. Then I be done.
Oh, you're tough for my meta. But Madame Fino, see, I be a man.
Or a bear man no bar.
Oh, Barney Bearman, I won't show my.
Oh, okay. What am I doing? Fear saying.
So that means me, sure, say that we're more.
Now, what's your me or down for 4 days?
That is something this one.
Yes, sir. We are down for 4.
And I can't go down to be on the age.
You are down for.
No, that would be on the age.
Aye. We are madam for the minimum age. Now, we are for a cupboard dear, only madam for.
When you age, you know, like maybe arranges now, when you say be away.
Now, Obi are celebrating the birthday money, the other than him the age.
I said, better than only day, no, but then only, you know.
Yeah, that's a nipping you are down for. I know you are down for.
For about 2 seconds.
I'm not going to do some that. That's a wood near down for.
Yeah, this will be age. Yeah.
Let's say, if somebody is your friend, can you help me define who a friend is? Who is a friend?
Oh, friend, yes, yeah. We are on the casa de yeah, no one.
So those are platonic partners.
Yeah, no.
It means now it's only a platonic partner. Obi nkomo difo enye wa down for. You will be an sorry. You will be an school boom. You will be a Ushiano Kwan and Atadia of no chile with Taylor on your down for. I think I will be sound until you are down for now.
No, change him.
And then I say, only a down.
Oh, come there. You want to stop you be out in there with the out in the casa.
This is why we're having trouble. So this is why we're having trouble because most of you think that some people you are keeping around you are your friends, and he had disappointed me. And my best friend just took my boyfriend from me. Even your boyfriends are not your friends. I was like, how do I reach you? I need counseling before we divorce. So take this number. Take this number and then you can reach me. 862. So it's +1. If you're in Ghana, +1 862 571 3950. Please send me a WhatsApp on that line. 862 571 3950. If you want to give me a call, then you call me on 0277 609 644. That is the direct call now. If I'm in Ghana.
Is the pillow there?
No, the pillow is under the bed. So if you want to reach me for counseling, the one asking the question, please take the numbers I've given you. 862 571 3950. And if you want to call me now, you call me on 0277 609 644. Who is a friend? A very important question. A lot of people,
And the council, our friend.
I have only one friend.
Ah, yeah, man.
When we ask who is a friend,
Because only one friend here, man.
oh, unimino.
Yeah.
But we did 49 years.
Wow.
Enti mo amuni adamfofo no me da wan say na mbesia who is a friend, because you can say one new friend, it's someone you know well. So the one you call your friend, do you know her well or do you know him well?
Because can you know someone well? Who bet you?
Yes.
Oh, Debbie.
Do you know why is yes? You live by, you live by what they have told you, and that's how you live well. You don't doubt what they told you. Rich wife, welcome. Thank you, my dear. How are you doing? That is what it means to know somebody well. So a friend is somebody you know well, you like, and believe. Someone who is not an enemy, not your enemy. Because a friend can be your enemy, but not an enemy. So if you ask whether you have a friend or not, check from now. Do you have a friend? Do you have a friend? So Esther, now, do you have a friend? So you don't have a friend.
Because me, I was thinking that when I say Obi, I would trust to be well, maybe who was some kind of open access, who was some kind of feeling for the person. Okay.
So Obi, I will share those kind of things with you. You don't know their age. So how do you believe in somebody that you don't know their age? Is your husband your friend?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, your husband is your friend. No, so your husband is your friend. No, that's wrong. You can't take your husband to be your everything. No, it's not possible. No, it's not possible. No, it's not. No, it's not possible. You will wish, but it's not possible, and it should not happen. Is God your friend?
I am a friend.
God is your friend.
Yes.
God. You mean God is your friend? Well, that is why I wanted you to understand who a friend is. It's nipa now. Abna dear one.
Oh, I don't have nothing. Abna
Just up, yeah, I can say sugar crash.
sugar, yeah.
Hey, abna me nyonko brebo.
Ah, that's your friend.
Debi oya me nyonko brebo.
The young boy,
Adamfo enye friend.
Adam,
Wadamfo ne nyonko eyepe.
okay, and I kind of friend in the
Yes. Oya me cost sharer. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Esa adum so bi utumi obi adamfo anipa ne nye wadamfo. Onim. Are you aware that you can be a friend with somebody but the person is not your friend? So you can be a friend to somebody and the person doesn't see you as a friend. So a friend is not somebody who believes that he or she is also your friend. So Esther, do you say that is a friend anybody you can commit a crime and come and share with? Eh? Can you commit a crime and come and share with your friend for the rest of your life? So is the person your friend? Yes. That is the gravity of a friend.
Your friend, friend, so why wouldn't you be
Then she's not your friend. Because a friend is somebody you share a mutual bond of affection with. Your friend is your friend, regardless of who is befriending him or her. What I say? So a friend is exclusively somebody who is not a family member. A friend is somebody that you don't have a romantic relationship with. A friend is somebody who will support you and encourage you. So as a matter of urgency, you cannot have a romantic relationship with a friend. That's why I say your husband cannot be your friend. And I'm saying that this is how you are referring to him, but he's not. He's your husband. Yeah, but he's still your husband. So that's what we call the law of spousal secrets. So he's not your friend. Wadamfo betime di wana. Eji onye wadamfo. Obi otumi di ubi anya wadamfo. We'll say friends with. So the sustenance of your friendship is the benefit. So you are not friends. And the ones that obinipalitimi di will know on your friend. If somebody is a friend, you can't have a romantic relationship with. Immediately you begin to have a romantic relationship, it has erased the platonism of the friendship and has moved to a sex mate. So that's here. Obi o person onya wo bedi ubia no mani ndu na munja nyonko no fa. On your friend. Because one said, or your friend, it should be able to support you. It should be able to encourage you. It should be able to rebuke you. It should be able to admonish you. But these things will happen between the two of you because the two of you are you are not family members. A friend cannot be a family member. So my siblings are not my friends. A friend is somebody that you believe and the person is reliable. Reliability. Somebody who can support you and encourage you. Is somebody who you have a mutual affection for. But nothing will move the two of you to ever come to the crossroads of coitus interruptus. So my wife cannot be my friend. Your husband cannot be your friend. So right now, have you seen that you don't have a friend? Because as a matter of reality, if you have a true friend has a sense of entitlement.
And also now, if it's coming from one side, now,
friendship is not two-sided; it's one-sided. Once that won't be Castle Mobian Ben, his son said, May our downfall. Dear, we hear be armed the mount. It's the Aden and Abna Bamin who are a how.
It will be a
on your downfall, or the sense of entitlement and jealousy. It means the person is a witch. My daughter is here. So you see, you can have friendship not because you have a friend. What's the difference in I say? You can have friendship, the practice of friendship. And to me, a friendship, but depending on your friend. So those in Crawford now who need more details. As you see, I casa de who near downfall. Abna na abani. But I'll say it is a see at the Esther who cross so near downfall. That's all. Rich wife. There be. And I say, what to me you'll be a down for any pan of you who say we are not down for
100%.
No, that's what I said. But who couldn't to be in your downfall? Oban to be in your downfall. A family member can never be a friend. A romantic person can never be a friend. It's an exclusive lifestyle for somebody you have a mutual affection for. So immediately the two of you indulge in sexual or romantic activity, friendship is gone. So somebody can be a church member, an old schoolmate. We go to Dubai together, but we are not friends. I'm explaining this to both of you here so that when I start the lecture for today, because today I'm going to give a lecture based on the story for today. So Esther, you don't have a friend. But it's good to make sure that you have a friend.
Oh, Esther, why? Why you deny me? Why you deny me?
Oh, okay.
Esther, why you deny me? Because Esther, why you deny me on social media? Why? Deny me.
Esther, is Abner your friend? Can you give me 3 basic? Esther, can you give me 3 basic things about Abner that shows that she's your friend? 1. 2. 3. So Abner is not your friend.
Esther is my friend.
Yes, Abner, Esther can be your friend, but you are not her friend.
Yes, sir.
So when I hear people saying that, and my best friend took my girlfriend from me, I say, Monimbre.
Your best friend,
and a maid of honor must be a friend. No, it's not true.
It's not true.
Your maid of honor must not know how you met your husband. Sincerely speaking. Your maid of honor is not supposed to have details about your husband or your wife. But unfortunately for us, majority of us, our maid of honors are our siblings, our cousins, and our brothers. A best man is supposed to be a cousin. That's how they choose it. But a best man is supposed to be a friend. Your best man must not know how you met your wife. Your best man must be told how you met your wife. The day you are about to marry for proposal's sake, then you give the details. Your best friend cannot be your best man. Nyonkopa wu a nyonkopa nkwa yie. Ebe ni mu odu. Isanso nyonko wu na akwa yie a wan ho na awoko. Mesremo obi ampe na danfo pa. Onni nyonko a pebi. Ye nyina ye wa danfo ba ye ni nyonko. Nyonko eni adanfo enye pe. It's in the Bible is say, na Christo catch esuafo ne say, me mfrem esuafo bio. Te see a de me frem madam fofo. Adentia. Ofa won yonkon. Isan say, or say, on yonkon bi eni wa onnim ne yonkon farebai ene ne tibia. Mesremo, mo hwe ne ye mu amuni adam fofo. Emu hia pa. The Esther ni adamfo. Na rich wife de minimum po se na adamfo no nya e no mo gya na mo so. Rich wife do ni adamfo. Now I say ebia wa dwumo ye o se wo bi mebo a.
Yes, sir. I think that you made a lot of ways. A friend should be
Yeah.
Supportive.
Yes. Reliable, supportive, encouraging, and the person should not be a romantic person.
Anyway,
there should be a mutual affection.
We are friends, we talk, but as in, maybe I'm saying, well, lectures no one submit in the year.
Because the truth is that a friend should be somebody you can commit a crime and share with and die with it.
Commit a crime?
Yes. That's all. Abna oh nyonko ana damfo. Oh okay. Okay. Oh ya busuani ana. Okay. Mwana anti ache. Now what is saying?
Oh, na misa. Misa na isa.
Na ohonam de so na wo fie ne so.
Ni fie ne sa.
Na oni mu fie a onyonko na di.
Oh papa.
That's all. Onyonko no wonye obi awale na na.
Papa.
Na onyonko no ni kunu ye wadamfo ana.
Onye madamfo da.
That's all. Ebusia fobu tie de abena akeka wo ha no.
Ai tie.
Enti ye ka nyonko ni adamfo a enye pe. Mesre o abena ukunu ene onyonko no omo ya adamfofo ana.
Omo nya adamfo da.
Enti na je se ono onyonko no te ba bi na ukunu frɛ wo na ne nsa nka wo a otumi frɛ na ana.
Oni ni number mpo.
That's all.
Hey, na yonko be ni abena. Yonko mo den. Okay, na your friend say, hey, any did you dey mammy.
Your friend that the lumba.
Mammy, did you dey den?
That's what it. What's it?
Papa, counselor.
Yeah. Oh, my children, my chum, you go YouTube. My children, my chum, you go YouTube. Yeah, you go start here and grow any. YouTube. But YouTube,
what that's the new number?
Oh, they call it then. Oh, yeah, the nyonko, nyana danfo, oh, yeah, nyonko. Oya ni nyonko enye na danfo ni nyonko
atwayo eti you counselor kwa dem yonko chese you adam dem
mumu nsema boy we ni onimade too much
okay be about the friend and then friend here wa danfo and a yonko ne there.
She kasa near 88,000. Bro, for kasa near 8,865. And the yen in any to me over the phone.
Okay. Auntie, I'm not so Adam.
There be Abnasio on Yonko, only a damfo.
Okay.
Nikrunyana, Eti Obia ukase ukru ana wo yire there be on the quiet day
okay. Mami, what do you do? The me plan my number, or the cheating. I was a counselor because that's me. Wow, the crew number don't be with that thing. I send it to our young one of our mind.
Asem to wine.
You could not friend me, there be your assembly to not find say I have to be number.
Eddie, I had
I know that be okay, that be for me example. Me and fan say obi wo young poor and conform you be wo young poor. Now obi any obi number, na fan say bia. I there be a choir mu nyame pembo conform you be at to so call hospital I have friend mine.
Na the obi call hospital and one your friend.
Okay, mommy, I'm from mommy Quincy or mommy number. Oh, okay. Numbers. I said to you, what is very well?
And at you, and Crofona, you didn't numbers now more mono. I'm young Crofo, more Cassell. They only get like they get fraternization when it is necessary, and the necessity is provoked by me, who is your bona fide friend. And I'll give you an example in the Bible. Jesus Christ told the disciples that I will not call you disciples again, but my friends, because disciples don't know the whereabouts and the thoughts of their friends.
I said, Miss Amy, you're going to frame on my distress call. On my distress call, the main cousin of call and drop here. Be interested, me. One of my friend of mammy. A friend of mammy. A friend of mammy, I'm going to cast away and I'm a call if ye. What check here, said you don't call for Yana. Be young a crew for your shade. The stone, young one Adam for your finest young one Adam for the wood.
Young Quani wood. Young, yes, on your uncle Pewu or Yanko Pankwe, what is our Beneda? Samimity way now, we are in your uncle Panami, Uba Yena Wahon Alba. Meu,
Why would say, okay, me no good in you.
I think I see a young Pewu and Yanko Pankwe, as only will be our uncle.
Just let you do the lecture and I'm on from the explanation.
Baby, I do see a kind of story. School up.
I'm not outside the appointment, spiritual father. You will make you don't want pipe for me. And I can't start to be besides all who you're the dog, who you're the young folk. It's not now, it's still not make a say.
Esther, me catch you say, swing away. Send me who are banana and yes, and who me can't fit in Peter said, you can be my friend, but I am not your friend.
So who is a friend? Someone, yeah.
A friend is someone who you know well, someone that you believe, someone you don't, someone who is not your enemy, someone who is not an enemy and not your enemy. So a friend can be your enemy, but not an enemy. A friend is an individual who you don't have any romantic relationship with. A friend is someone who is not a family member. A friend is someone who supports you, who encourages you. A friend is someone that you can link up with and you have mutual affection. So if you tell me your wife is your friend, if you tell me your husband is your friend, it's not true, because they can't be your friends.
People say that, oh, marry your friend. Make sure you marry your friend.
That's a lie. If you marry your friend, you will kill your friend. Cobra, you're true. I can't story.
What I mean is, oh, make sure say, Like someone.
And I'm telling you today that if you marry your friend, you will kill your friend. So we don't marry friends. So have a friend, but don't expect that your friend should be your friend. They can choose you not to be their friend, but let them be your friend.
Yeah, but that one is true. Yeah. I think I'm getting the point now.
Yeah.
You know, I've been a cousin.
So under no circumstance should my wife be distressed, looking for me, cannot find me, and will have my friend's number to call my friend. No. I mean, if you can't get me, you can't talk to my friend. Because as a matter of fact, anything you ask my friend, she will lie to you. Because whatever is between us must not be divulged to anybody. So whatever you ask her, she will not tell you the truth. I'm the only person my friend tells me the truth.
Your friend is not supposed to disclose anything like between us.
To who?
To anyone.
Or catch any pan as what? Me can't say I said how much more may it? A friend should be somebody when I commit any negative crime and I tell her or him, she should forget about it. I said she has no track record of what wrong. Whatever I do is right. That's a friend.
This is deep.
So you can't have sex with your friend. If your penis erect in front of somebody you say is your friend, then the person is not your friend. So your wife should have an idea that you have a friend. She can be jealous, she can be hurt, she can be angry, but never connect both of them. The day you connect your friend to your wife, your friendship is collapsed forever.
Whatever you said right now, I took my mind back. Like some years ago, I introduced my girlfriend to my friend. And from there, we started talking, we started seeing each other. Now, like, the friendship is not like, we started with so many things. Like,
so it's not your friend. So it's not your friend. We go to church together. We go to church together. We go to school together. We live in the same environment. We are not friends.
You can be my neighbor. No, if you are not friends,
we are neighbors.
Neighbors. Also, I think now I'm in line. I'm getting the point now.
So you have to pay. Send the mumu now. Send the mumu now. Send the mumu now.
That's you can be someone you are not necessary.
There's a way everybody sees somebody. Yes. And a friend, that's what you should learn, that your friend has a right to have a friend, but your conversation is not between their friendship.
Yes.
So I can sit with 4 other people with my friend. When we meet, we are practicing friendship, but we are not friends. So you can practice friendship with people who are not your friends.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because sometimes you meet someone, I mean,
maybe a train station, you guys have a conversation, and you go away. It doesn't make the person a friend. And your, let's say your childhood friend, someone you grew up, we describe those people as friends, but we are not friends.
So anybody who can narrate your story after you are dead is not a friend. Whatever you know about me that is a top secret can never be divulged. So both of us die. Because a secret cannot expire. The secret remains as a secret even after death. So when somebody is writing tribute about you and can write the things that both of you did when you were together, the person is not your friend. It could be a colleague. He has never been a friend. Because if you are my friend, there are things I will never say. Because I say friends are people that when you share things with them, they forget you told them. So it's a friend I can tell I've been stealing from my office. So not when and we are just among people and all of a sudden somebody's money just got missing. And they are asking for the money. They're asking for the money. Then he comes and say, Charlie, I know that this thing you stop. Charlie, if you serve it, tell me, let me take you to the car. That's not a friend.
Because he or she knows, say, I mean, when you say why you buy,
or him say me a comfort, but say me we am poor. Only who can so business say we so my father.
What father?
But just say, I'm not my papa. I'm not much of my quab. What quabba? I'm not come you now, but may you are tired and I shall be able to sell to why? It's a tea and one say, what's in was a cast of a sunny moon. And to shout, oh, I'm done for now. You must say, I'm going to be a na. I show. And to near down for. I'm not empty of a kind story, though.
Okay.
If I'm not get ready with a story, we have to change my sitting place. Now, let me be so in Tamala say, Obali Bema, Bema na Mawaye Bisam, Otafri Obasia. Why not a tit down, Obana na Bema and Bacho? Jose, okay, what a free bid that, and yet, I be so was what a free. Why not get down?
I didn't know we are so bad in the morning, so I think so.
That's why you be that.
Okay.
Okay, I just. Council of Bema be so I be that. Have the bombs.
No, sir, I didn't say it's about you, no.
Oh, so yeah, or bad in the morning. I am morning.
Oh, yeah, they. Oh, yeah, they're morning. Then in morning. Then you're morning. Morning, you're then. Now, morning, you know, you're then. Morning, you're then.
Morning no need chini the to me.
And did you home?
Morning and did you home? Sir.
That's your words.
And you know, morning and did you home? Ati why you be that?
No, you said the worker said that there and then you say winning.
The way you need a dang.
Comes I mean say morning there. I say will.
And then
A sound like
at the morning and casa at the morning to be young did you home?
okay.
Abra Jimo Jisicano wa gawe o ji mobolo wa ho. Ekike we adan. And what's the difference between groaning and moaning? Groaning and moaning, what's the difference?
Oh, say okay, so moaning a low sound, then a groaning high sound.
Groaning, yes, had to be or you're groaning in pain.
It's a sexual.
So we should know what the difference between moaning and groaning. Yeah, you teach about couple. Okay, so Abraham last one. So groaning is associated with pleasure. Moaning is associated with pleasure, a del, energy, but with a low sound. Groaning is associated with pain, frustration, complaint, but also with low sound. So moaning and groaning have low sound, but each of them has their fundamental effect. So obi monia, that act is coming us out of pleasure. What does it? And can guide before the end different. But Ushia Asantinia. What say? The baby near then why be you never saw it was sing or honey on sa or touch them. I think I will send a cotton. It's Bema or Taffrey or Bartramwa or Quatty and sorry, Esther Chelsea or Quattin and we and a year. And to the old here, a makwa ginger honey chip. We be now quatting and sorry. And when you have a chair, our park must say, who are you care? Obenyami 07960118139. Our UK Chelmsford. Your friend in Palms African Shop. 07960118139. A makwe ginger chips. Now we're US. Who are you here? Number here 079 60 11 8139. Palms African shop. Our chance for no so. But ofra baby I will be a yadibabro. Your friend makpe ginger chips. We be bema ne feel it trebie. Now all US there, the same package, the same taste, the same crispness. No, all US are 862 215 2007 862 215 2007. Ruby, Bema, Uberfield, Oba, we are waiting, Uko toilet, Untumen, there be our constipation. We make ginger chips. Oba, Ujene, Jene, a chumwo, enquiry. We make ginger chips. Oba, ya tafru, chuma, Beman, sorry, and yes, be a uchem, and ya deba. Pine there, what wanted to say. Mamonia asay. Uya makwe ginger chips. Men you see a drobia ribi. Bonsogus obawa ribi. Awade ribi. A makwe ginger honey chips. Uwa you kedia. Kan hona from says ya get some pemian 9079 60 11 81 39 079 60 11 81 39. Makwe ginger honey chips. Obia here. US the WhatsApp says here 862 215 2007. Next year, me pa. Say what Ghana there, the here you tuamu there. Ghana for the tuamu there near here, tuamu there. I had the same products, the same taste, but and play mo and first ship mo. Ya really chrome here, ya tia yenti Ghana there near what your friend the powdered one. And in here, so. Fegu cocoa so, fegu rice water so. The Ohian is a tough freebie. Fegu touch them so. A 1 hour ball. A uko get be ho. Now when you and you're fresh. She be going when a grow 0277 609 644 0277 609 644. From me, Upaso Toby will show more. From me, Upaso Toby go Toby. From me, Sound your crop for the men Toby more be what mononia. And what to Musa? A yes, I was said Jumano. Kai said, a where near the boy Janka, Yadi one crop for a bread. When you did so foundation, Nasi, honorable ya Frada Roma, or Yanajuma, not the Siganaba, near the Share Janka, Abramada Roma. Amuko bless and the Abania de Share Janka, Mumbo and Sema Abramoya, dear Papa. Oba, Menu Cassia, Wayasia, Ubun Sound, the Ohia, MSP 30. MSP 30, I tell you, baby, to be more baby, and I ask you, yeah. Obun is no enemy jacket. Why famous and one so one yafe? Who here MSP 30 for an easy flow. Or baby, I only said that with me, one out to me. Who here MSP 30 from me says, yeah, sounds now call you here. If you are, or either I see any ya, or you to me, Bunin sa, or either cause with the Debia, I see the flow is not clear. Debia, they are clots in the flow. Who here MSP 30 UK in Tamara, shred the same number 079 60 11 81 39 079 60 11 81 39 MSP 30. Now UK. Now I know where no more. One customer told do a boy ding a foreign orthodox medicine. Where local medicine and yanyo and yet the it is a tea. Bogu adia so na mesrewo. One no na wa yasi yaw ne kwa. For box ne brem na me sending sika ema. Who are US? What no be the American US for the one year to mo. Monom ne wa 862 215 2007. Now what Ghana there? We have software 0277 609 644 MSP 30. Or baby here, Bema to wait choba. A yes over to more man. A yes over to iPhone 70 amano. To a draw a more bar. Send a bay of bullying, sir. On me, and you know me enough for Abra sugar or ha. Oba sono, Oba kama, Owa chinam, Owa nyam, Nehunam Yafe. It's your friend in the BBC of our time. She got a body, she got the buttocks, she got the breasts, she got a color. And the BBC Abra sugar crash. What on now? Who you hip papa? I said, get away. Need door end that for Sika Pom Fano. You mean I for can count for yenya abuna sugar. Or can't the amount say and the for tinti or chirama who feel sexually connected. My friend Samboka see any day yo and she abuna sugar price. Abuna kwai.
Say, Pastor Richard, please help. Please, my name is Lisa Lucia. I want to know something. How do I live with my mother-in-law in our house and out of her house? I'm quiet because she has become a pain in my flesh. I want to know how to manage everything I do, whether she's in my house or against it. I love my husband and our family. We have just one child and we have been married for 11 years. Please help me know how to manage my mother-in-law. I've been pretending and my husband thinks we are nice. Now I need to know how to build boundaries. Counselor, please help me. How do we live with our mother-in-laws? How far can a mother-in-law come? Can they be friends or what? Please help me. As a stage, I say a friend is essential. So counselor one I say counselor one I say saying now with me mother-in-law at na it will feel one also say who share my point here saying now any being and good or say why you can't share so the mother-in-law about the year at the soccer say I wouldn't call was only my job so need or patch up circumstantial how or bit me I'm managing the mother-in-law. So when you feel and I say when you feel also when you create more 11 years or baba or say when you say Pia come a warning the mother-in-law because of pretended journey that's why I feel dear what pray of the soul to receive now you want to the counseling one thing. As I say, the mother-in-law is not being a down for a man. So Yampoa, the counselor, Boano.
I really Otbrafo Nano ya wese. Penny wants some yay, Samini girlfriend. Maybe ni brony, golden tree chocolate, pink atelier. I don't know, mommy be my own. The topic is she must be your mother-in-law and not your friend. How do we manage mothers-in-law as a wife? This topic is very sensitive, but I'm going to be very, 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 very raw, straightforward, because wrong is wrong, even if everybody is doing it. Right is right, even if nobody is doing it. Let's learn from this lecture that the customary practices in our land, Ghana to be precise, is constitutionally accepted. If you check our constitution, 1992 constitution carefully, the article 4, chapter 11 of our constitution says that the constitution of Ghana, in its provocation, accepted our customary practices. So in-laws are part of our customary practices. Today, this young lady's story is touching. And I know most of you who are married are going through the same ordeal. There are many a times that we pretend all is well. There are times that we want people to believe that we are smiling with them. But let's ask, are they our enemies? Are they our fighting partners? The relationship between a wife and a mother-in-law, who can straighten it? Is it easy to come by? Is it difficult to manage them? If you're already practicing the wrong act between you and your mother-in-law, if you change, will it affect your marriage? Vicentia is going through a serious phase where, as we speak, her mother-in-law is the best thing that happened to her, but she has become the burden over her life. Her story is that the mother-in-law is controlling her out of the house and in the house. If you're watching me this evening and you are not nice with your mother-in-law, it's likely you cannot be happy in your marriage, but you can be joyful in your marriage. There's a difference between joy and happiness. There are people that they have joy in their marriage, but they are not happy. Why? Because happiness is a result of happenings. Joy is a growing fruit by understanding of where we are. It is said that if you don't know the value of a thing, abuse is inevitable. We have been told by the foundational error that our mothers-in-law are our mothers. The biggest error that hits marriage was to you who is watching me and have believed that your mother-in-law is your mother. Especially for those of you who have lost your parents. You have come back to make a wrong assertion that I have no parent anywhere. So I have taken a decision to make you my parents. Whether it's legally through adoption or social contract, there's an error. Because you cannot take somebody who is your in-law as your mother. It's an error. It is wrong, spiritually wrong, socially unacceptable, legally unfriendly. If you are doing it, stop now. Because your mother-in-law can never be your friend. Today, Vicentia is a female, so we are discussing the wife and your management of your mother-in-law. Don't see your husband's mother as your mother. Even if she insists that you are the daughter I never had, say you are the mother I never wanted. Can you say that? Can you open your mouth and say you are the mother I never had? Mind you, the fact that two people are wearing the same cloth doesn't mean that they are together. It might be because maybe the material was cheap, or one was coerced to wear it together, or it's a uniform for a group or a union. In a football match, when people are supporting one team, in the event of a win, everybody shouts, "Go!" and they hug each other. Not because they are friends, not because they know each other, but a common attitude and activity called football has brought them together. So they are Kotoko fans, they are Krasofo fans, they are Voradep, they are whole cornerstone, but they don't know each other. Something brought them together. Hence, your mother-in-law was brought into your picture by the enactment of an act called the Marriage Act. Any form of marriage is accepted in our country here, but the three of them have been documented and government has put a seal on it. The Mohammedan marriage, the customary marriage, and the civil marriage. With these three forms of marriages, when you practice any of them, then you have an in-law, which means you can never have an in-law until marriage rights has been performed. If you have a child with a man, you have a child with a woman, you don't have an in-law. So many now back. Masie wumi kwa ye jai jimie no isan se one ne ba ne wo ye na ono nye wo ho ade be ma nye wo ho ade a uni asoba ba na jan hwehwe animu no abrantie na one ne tie no one na wo ba ko what is en ma me aka nchini egu men kwa ye ne nkoye nsiw ye kalu obi amfre wo ho ese unni aso baby akola ne wona na wo na ne nana enye waso enti akola ne maame ne nana na ewu And yeah, fun to mama and anano, men febin fra a sunset, one ya seba. Men read your name come flower down for young jar was say. Was ye we go ye, sister. Ya Jimmy no one shall go any mass will bedroom. The baby says 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. No, what could you want the actually? Quabna bad penny na muhuno. Nema, I mean, ye go any mass. Your farmer mean chile bedroom. At the year in a chile bedroom. Eti ya tia wants to say, Cassa baby, I'm a kind in actually say. Answer na ubenya so bano. This year, yo, one dear. And you know. Bema onye ohwadia osha onye nsen na oye na adi nse obaba ya ohwadia na busuanje ne kwase egbo nsanje ne tum Ghana mrani kire se uni krata eye ngina so se ya wale kura ya wale enkanka ebema ebusuafo oba ebusuafo age utum nko ade a Ghana mrani jitum se ya wale unya krata de a kire se ma wale unya kawa de a kire se ma wale ese busuam mienu age watu. And it's a busiana ti kumasi essay. Lumba obano on anything crying, nim so ye said your word Germany, no munyan from so be a son say. I was your penny the obechi my uncle or everyone there or this say what said dear or what Germany. Yeah, Cassania the be at this and the whiny in-law might define it. An in-law is the parent of a spouse. So if you're not a spouse, then you don't have an in-law. Can you hit your screens? Hit your share button. Invite others to come and learn. Because our numbers must increase and not decrease. If there's a decrement, then I have to close because knowledge is power. Tonight, we're learning about how to manage an in-law as a wife. We might take our time one day to come and learn how to manage an in-law as a husband, because Sammy is here. He will wish to know how to manage an in-law. The difficulty is not the management of a wife's mother or a wife's father. The difficulty is the way to manage your husband's mother, not your husband's father. So we are learning. Can we hit our screens? Invite somebody, bring somebody on board. Tell them that the School of Marriage and Relationship is here. Hit your screens like me and let's do it together. Yanko, yanko. Yanko, yanko. Yanko, yanko. Yanko, boom, boom, boom. Tafrimu. Waswe. Yanko, yanko. You see idea. The Esther Kai Migusu bien home. Se Bema out of free obasi akwati sorry. Esther si okwati ye. Migusu bien home. Eya no kra na. Me dwe sam no pa. Di mo amuta atafri nkrofo twam akwati sorry. Mo mbra me kire de nti a mo tafri twam akwati sorry. Na je se ya tafri obasi akwati dwode ye ni kwati ko ani bi. Ye Esther anyame katetia. That's many day. Na onim no kae me mo ntwe nsan echu a wa na afae Esther kunu kwati wa honden ma just say drawing the man nipa kwati sorry sa pa bia nka wa kae me we 4 bottles a day but they okay me tafre wa se anam kwati ajo
Remember now, more no moon can I bear my power when a naked body cry now she nets as I would call Charlie.
Charlie media who anam kwati ajo o sha tadi anam kwati sorry
no baby say no baby I will hear it
o say
no baby I will hear it
o baby yi ne hu anam kwati ajo o sha tadi anam kwati abrem o de waka se me yare wo ti manya hwehwe na mpie fi wa no
Oba sa he na pie everyone you be see for.
What's that let me to me?
Aha.
Let me pass it.
That's okay. Free na me pay for the basic before.
Abena wa anti be nsuro. Me twede ne say abotan. Enti o ka se tia me we you afufo.
We was.
Enti afre asisi a me ko te bejo.
Ghana member and the responsibilities and your feelings they have.
That's pa say woni me yen. Yen penny you responsible for Ghana and you are seeing and yen you got here weird. That's why Esther. And the Esther children say, and I do got here, I'm sorry, men fast born in bono, na a responsibility. But for Cassian or can. You go anyway. But so share the page and let's go ahead. So somebody will have an in-law because she or he is a spouse. And today we are discussing how do you manage your mother-in-law as a wife. And I said from the beginning that she is not your mother, but your in-law. Manage her. And I said it clearly from the beginning of my conversation that she must not be your mother-in-law. She must be your mother-in-law, sorry. She must be your mother-in-law and not your friend. Why? Because we have learned who a friend is. There is no previous relationship that cements friendship. If friendship comes, any previous relationship that is established breaks off. So, if we are discussing how to manage specifically our mothers-in-law, we have learned who a mother-in-law is. According to Vicentia, she's requesting how to manage the mother-in-law offshores and onshore. Offshore, I'm using this term because she says, how do I manage my mother-in-law out of our home and when she comes to visit us in our home? I want to learn how to set boundaries. My first question is, if we're setting boundaries for our mothers-in-law, who must set the boundaries? So what are boundaries? Anytime you hear the word personal boundaries or you hear the word boundaries, when it comes to the human relationship, the word interpersonal boundaries or personal boundaries usually refer to as interpersonal limits that must be shaped by personality, shaped by cultural belief, shaped by content. So there should always be boundary settings, which is within, bring the egg, which is within the interpersonal context of an individual. But as I ask this question on the floor quickly, between the husband and the wife, who must set the boundaries of your mother-in-law? Do you have the right to set boundaries, or your husband must do? Those who have answers to this question have the right to unmute themselves and give us their brief answers, because in this class, it is not master say, it's opinions, onions, and views. My question is, who must set boundaries for a mother-in-law, for a wife? Can a wife set boundaries, or the boundaries must be set by a husband? And I gave you the definition of what boundaries are. In relationship, boundaries happens to be interpersonal limits that is meant to shape or shaping personality, cultural belief, religious belief, content, so you can create a barrier. So those who are not gotten the opportunity to come up here, Mrs. Opoku says, wives, and I think husband. So Single Life says that the husband must set the boundary. Remember, I'm saying that the boundaries are meant to be an interpersonal limit. So, Rich, what do you call it? Single Life says the boundaries must be set by the wife. My good friend, who I've met so much, Link, still owing me, has not brought the money, says both of them must set the boundaries. That's solid one. Any other answer coming up here? Who must set the boundaries for a wife? Rich wife says the husband. My sweetheart says the wife. Any other answer coming up here? Any other answers coming up here? All right. I'll be unfair once the balance here is not clear. Link, write for me why you think is both of them. And then I have Black. Is it Black copy or something? Right here says wife. Also speak. Once you are here, you can speak to us.
Okay, it's the wife. I think the wife has to set the boundary.
Okay. So I see a lot of wives. Black, you're saying wives. Rich wife, did you say wife or a husband?
It's my husband.
Okay, husband. Okay. So who also said wife here?
Me, I said wife.
You said wife. Okay. So the wives are winning. So let's give opportunity for two people to explain to us why wives must set the boundaries between themselves and their mother-in-laws. So we want to run with our moderator first. Abna, do you say wife?
Yeah, I said wife.
So Abna, explain to us why you think that you as a wife must set boundaries to shaping and limit your mother-in-law, both outside your house and in your house as a wife. Can we hear you quickly?
Because when I'm in mother-in-law, as she said, it's a personal relationship. It's a meaning I'm in any day. It's a dear. Me Abraham again, me initiate and I mean my again starting the first case now. It will be a person we trust one, I'm meeting trust one, I'm not be come. Make a mean I'm initiate. Example, if your mother in law best or buy and maybe I want bedroom. You can bed with a wood to a area by two book a cry. Oh, my mother in law should be rim. Oh, my wouldn't when I was surrounding my mother in law a bonk. But to get to a time, let us say, oh, corporate, or if it's a woman initiated at the first case, and my mother wrote a lawyer to be very well bedroom or teacher. Not a question of a building commotion and mother in law, mammy privacy, who will go on, but that's not we initiate. And mother in law, Bob, Punima, would carry no man patch on gem or me back. This is him. What sets the boundaries into what I know they say, won't be well bedroom. But the woman said, oh, they saw about them. Now, mother in law, for no, I did any name, for now. So, mother in law,
now, mother in law, she said, the way I'm about the year, the chop of food say, yeah, you know, for your cocosa, yeah, me by fear the path. Yeah, some me, it's in all canoe. Some me caught sorry and no feel line, so young.
But the woman told me said boundary. He will say, oh, I did with it. No. I'm not sure that no matter what we take back the bull around bedroom starting because from day one they get go on what's the now I said, hey, you don't go area. If the boundaries they individual now percent now look at the boundary about only mother in law their house. One only mother in law if they are making mother-in-law, if you're bar, if you are also or back or fee, who will say, join away with you, why was you? Okay, why me am for what I am mother-in-law, but oh, my patches before any more. Then when I'm a mouth, what catch you say, you don't want to choose back home? Or they can't just a lady man, but Jarvis. If you open the man patch of it, who open the wide the man patch of it, oh, medical content, medical content, with you. Now, damn me, fit about what you could tell my mother in law, my choosing, and I'm a native. Watching it was up, and I saw medical containers a what prayer. Now, I didn't talk about it. From the get school, my phone and more. I should tell why in a bit, one in the pass. What can the better the day? Open for your mom, but you will with the one I mean, Pama, or the Bama and time with my mail. What much options to say about me? Peace of mind amount. What to peace of mind amount? One to pressure, dear man, also about being impressed. One day impression as I do, so she can keep him out to be human. To me, the kind of car, no, say, but this year, one war about now, the state, stay be a bank with BBI, after this, it's so corner, but you should have money with she and what have them, man. Only she. Oh no, mother-in-law and knocking on catches a mamma, baby, no, them, only fee. The Nafi as a map and not because to a bear man continually transfer on the man, the man, or the name I make us up. Bear man, if you will negotiate. When I was starting.
That's it. We are wife the other back. Once in a car wife for how, but Bema Ben can't wife for which my Amaye run down for the wife.
That's not question.
Black, okay, I'm quiet.
All right. So, yeah, mechanism. Okay, black. Yeah. Okay. It's your wife. Listen, you know, yeah, and wow, warriors. Omo refi omo say ya no ma fa say omo madan or your man. They don't, there was a set up boundary of respect now. We said, oh yeah, it gets to extent, say, if you create any of my mother-in-law, team command to the extent, say, and come on, it's pure, of which you are gradually thinking.
Hey, ma, George, you don't know. Hey, me, you say, I will back. And you be do, ma, me faro power, me can't just say. George is see who say, yeah, who is so good to got him, ma, me for a making. Oh, dimia at a one to go and 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 to go see me to go to go. Now me shit out, ma, say, well, go continue go see your mommy, papa, me that was so me got it back.
Because I want to me, the my warriors, you understand? Because every mother is jealous of Oba on the market warriors. It's because say Osumi no say me Oma be one Oba na be the ways kind of so betsy and be man many yakakra. It's Oba na was the way Obisifa and mother-in-law a but setting some respect on the man any some personal boundaries just like America. I'm not setting example, for example, mother-in-law so fine or what I dear Busha polite no. But I found what show who say because so did the Kuma, Zadia Mitch, you Kurana, and was a dear man. On the side, you are digging. Anna, there is no way a bear man and down I ain't too. Only the man being a summer. The culture say, the man before and I say, oh, now no. It's in the mechanism of ban out our yes. And what's a woman, over fossil, any mother-in-law, and then Casa or everything would come. Was a no beyond Diago. You only talk to her. Because our was said you have to save the family, bear my emotion for. But also, say once, because there's my mother, for instance, she's very open, but you waiting for because one more bad it's the brand from our phone, the almost in my body. The relationship with them, you could see one particular me very back. See how she lives with my mother, but what's the boundaries? Be a man who say, and you come here now, go piano, you can have wonderful mother-in-law who can be lively, or nobody that can push you to the limit to talk about things that you don't have to see. But all about now, whereas also show what they say. No, come when you come was as when you say no, was a master. You get it. All about now was a cow. We show what they say. You set that boundaries for your mother-in-law. You should not show them also. You will stand. Maybe I'll stand on my mother's side. It's not going to help you.
But that's it. So this is also a wife. When a guy say husband, when a G2 say rich wife. Why do you think the husband is the one who is supposed to set a boundary between the mother-in-law and the wife?
Yeah, I said the husband because that's how we are Obana one crochet, one crochet then it's going to be sort of disrespect to in-law.
Okay.
There was a time I had an experience, worry, and we took the kids to in-law. When we got there, let me say, and my husband was like, "Oh, the baby on the Polani bedroom, and I'm like, that's your mother. Means me, you are in the best position to tell your mom, say, "More far away, my woman." And it turned into an argument. He said, "Me, never was a maker." I said, "No, when I was all creating that boundary, the quiet says, yeah, is a better give me." So if there is anything, I believe the bear man in there was say, no, you have to set the boundaries. Maybe quiet. It can be a sort of disrespect to them, to her. Yes. It's because that me, I still stand say, Obama was say, creative boundaries.
That's good. Obi can say both. When they can't both, no.
Council, I must make her say, and it's a husband.
Also can say husband. And two person we can't. Rachel, the other one now. In their body tell them in court.
Okay, councillor, for example, some of them, baby, I'm saying, and a pastor. The Macacha is saying, so so beba, about the Scadia, so be on the good correction. Unfriendly, that be made back. Because we are a hobo. And I say, yeah, that is no, I bought it for another 2 years.
Yep.
I think I will check also a man. There may be a hot man. Oh, now worry, one of the mammy, the mammy, but what they be able to work at a man. A just one of mammy, the Jai says, but I took that man a catcher and says, Mammy, is the same, I worry. It's a Jan and one way. Open the animal, bed, may ye obey. Open the a may you become me who said, Master Betty, but for prior promise, insults a mammy. How's that one?
It's a work on us.
Mammy say, Mammy, Opa, say, men were trying, the washing, I'll be a Saturday, Mammy. Say, Mammy, if you listen the banner to the sick as well, and the banner iron and she. Make catch a ring of a man who do machine say, Jima. Say, so for you, Mana will not dance. Share, say, what dance free to a light bill, to water bill. Or what were friends say, credit is free. Oh, yeah, Chanclammy, Lucica, a free. That Choya is free. That near Beccano, to what that should be free. And Sana or Bass woman. Queen, say, no, and just now we need.
Oh, I'm not about with you, Timmy at the rough.
Woman intensities now command, woman intensities. We be in the winner intensities now command 5 cities. Now worry. Now command 2 cities because baby I become one or no man be a problem. It's me and I set boundaries. It's my matrimony and they are only go you or one in the channel. My trainer say, Yima, we are doing a density, sir. Actors and all 1 year and a mammy, a year and mammy, a year back. The Chilema be here when it is secret in every. It can't empress. Now the abrashoya, and no one leg. That's a common temperature, so in Marano. Nana me banamini, Bana one or the amami, or Wally a class from the temperatures in the and Saka, in the Caribbean. A Bama and a setting man was Bama, or Yere, or my name Babes now. No one but we are my yes and wifey. The mamma saw Batasi. No, Bana Josie, Mename Mensis, and I say, India, and I say, if I say 15 francs, oh, my baby, it's Mamma, remember 20th, remember 19th, and I remember 18th. Not Bama, no woman, so hello, man. Was I say, I look at Nama say, me banampa, and China, oh, Mamma Bella. And when I catch up with some sensitive boundaries, a friend is saying, Miss my minute, they are watching the back, and we a honor beshes Amrana, mammy. Dabby, I was set boundaries, so, oh, mamma, to me for car. If we feel back, the power of them, after another member can't is a man, I don't know one. I don't know, some concept boundaries, man, Menoma, it will be said with some more bano. Who knows as I'm asking them, madam? It will be some men that was who say, Massing madam. Aside that, a dear dog. Also between Menewa or Mammy and not between no mammy, and you won't so set boundaries, mammy. There be this over Fiano, my maid in Virginia, Manco kitchen. And my maid came up, maybe moment, can't show my and can't have some can't show my say, mammy, we don't have a kitchen. Some mammy go on ma or bar, not will be able to chance and swap her. So, maybe Actia, a phone am the back. But every I'm a catcher who said a husband, Miss Row, a way, ma by men, where they are not to be chances, many young. That man never saw catching a Miss Row, or banana my wife for kitchen on where Diana. Like Uncle Monu, no question. Simple, becoming a cocker by you. Seconds are patch, what never shown us.
But what's your fine?
It's Bama, the owner sounds at you.
That's it.
And Yami or Bano.
That's it. That's all. Obviously, I will allow her to do all the cooking so I can rest. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's you. Koda, once we do anyamao. Koda. Nama wasi do any. Manimia baby no amount. That's all. Okay. Say link they can both, but only how bekasa. Ochra, remember I've never read bro for say link or bro. All right. All of you, your standard of setting boundaries, they are correct. And I would like to clap for all of you. These are brilliant students. Yes, I will freeze some. Or just a woman has about me. No, they're good fridge, you know, a freezy. Sister, why are dear? Sister, why are dear? Sister, why are dear? Ona po, so what's your no idea? No good fridge, mama. Why are dear? Why are dear? Yeah.
The money you must be getting our bro.
Yeah, Casa de Co. Obi never see on day, airquay. Yes, dear. Young Champo, by Western is here.
Oh, Consular, a black air cannon. Me worry na me master no water chimay, and I may move master. Also, the chimaster by Rena Bancho or Hopa. No, I'm a friend as a mammy to jabber and me dabby. Well, which one of them, hello, Abby? By a friend made the baile, I took her mablo, this you marry Matty. It does.
Very different.
It's okay, get dinner, so we separate because I'm sending this gas only jambrem. On one, I put you over by the day. Maybe I can also tabrem.
That's on your black eye and local. This sister, Timon has the job and the son. The one time they don't have like a friend is on to Tonya Manfred. It's always a national category. No, we said me sister not category. We are auntie and it's a last in the same. Sammy ba with you more the crowd.
Wait.
Sammy ba with you more the crowd. And I'm starting no friend. And I'm saying what's wrong so be. They be your friend me ah. Ma con one. Be your friend. So wait to oh. It's a look at black cat. It's true.
All right, so you are all correct, but let's learn the best practice. What is the best practice? Let me start from the bottom. No qualified wife will allow the mother-in-law to shop for her, regardless of where she is. It's wrong. And until see full, I will take you mine. And I buy you full, I will take you mine. And I jene full, I will never go. And I'm asking Baby, I want to know. Banchini a foot the wolf of it is there by there. Empty then. It's wrong. It's wrong. There is no justification for this nonsense. To ask your mother-in-law to shop for the house is not accepted. It's not. It means you can ask your mother-in-law to buy you a panty one day. Ma, manafu bisi or the pure to be a bag. Come on, a yellow, green, blue, violet, but number so far, she's not your friend. She's not your mother. She is your mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. And those of you who have followed me, I've done a demonstration for you before. I am married to rich wife. Me and rich wife and the mother. Between the three of us, who is the law? Somebody is the law.
The wife.
Thank you. So me, my wife, and the mother. The mother is my mother-in-law. So who is the law? Rich wife is the law. So I cannot go to my mother-in-law without the in-law, who is my wife. Same as the man. So if we want to set boundaries, and all your illustrations are brilliant. What Abner said is brilliant. What all of you, your statements are right. But what is the best practice? If your mother-in-law wants to visit your house and she has the guts to call you, remember, number what is saying, it's wrong. Your mother-in-law has not gotten that right. The visiting of your home is only approved by your husband. Your husband will approve the mother's visit. Why? Because the clearance of your availability, the clearance of your presence can only be shared with your spouse, who is your husband. So if the environment is not conducive to receive your mother-in-law, even an emergency situation, she cannot come. So your husband cannot be surprised by your mother-in-law. That you will call your mother, you call your husband and tell your husband that, hi honey, well, mommy just called me that she's coming to Accra, so she will spend the night here. And I wanted to inform you before she comes. What are you talking about? The only person you inform when they are coming to the house is your mother as a wife. Your mother cannot come to the house without you seeking permission from your husband. But your husband will seek for clearance, your availability, your sustenance before he allows the mother to come to the house. You cannot stop your mother-in-law from coming, but your husband can. So when it comes to setting up boundaries within the marital contextual understanding, the best person that must set the boundaries is your husband when it comes to your mother-in-law. We cannot argue about that. All the things Abna said, she cannot do it with the mother-in-law, but the husband can. And I think, was it Black or somebody made a statement that she will choose the mother over the wife. That's right. But I learned it earlier before that in an event where I have to choose between my mother and my wife, I would choose my wife and lose my mother. I remember Kufuor's time, ex-President Kufuor's time, the then Minister of Tourism, Atta Mills or Joe Mahama, one of them, Radio Gold had a regular program for mothers, and I was a speaker there. And I gave an illustration in the building. My mother-in-law was sitting, my mother was sitting, my wife was sitting, my sisters were sitting. My father didn't come because he was not a mother. And I did an illustration. I asked to sit. If there's an opportunity because the building is collapsing, the banquet hall, and I have to choose somebody here, right now. My sisters are here. My mother-in-law is here. My mother is here. And my lovely wife is sitting here. I will choose my wife and bury my mother. The minister was upset. Came back on the podium and said, what I said, Counselor, you have to either retract or explain. And I said, Honorable, I will retract. My explanation is that at this moment, the only best thing that happened to me is my wife. She's an addition to our family and a subtraction from her family. So I'll choose her above anything. I choose my wife above my children. And I'll forever do that, regardless of what she does. Why? Because if your wife is sound and secured, your children will be more secured for you. So when it comes to me, I will choose my wife above my mother. And if your mother is right, your mother will encourage you to choose your wife. Not because your wife is her friend, not because your wife is the only daughter she never had, but she knows this is somebody's daughter who has been added to our family and she needs the maximum protection and affection in our home. Oh, I thought they would clap for me. So, the best person that sets marital boundaries when it comes to a wife and an in-law is not the wife, but the husband. Not the wife. The wife has a interpersonal settings, but anyone that crosses to the mother can only be done by the husband, because it is the husband that can address the mother by the evocation of the in-law act. I can talk to my mother anyhow. Was it a single life who was making that statement that the mother-in-law cannot come and be sweeping in the house? Because formerly when I was single, my mother comes to my sisters every weekend and they come and mop my house. They come and mop my house. They will come and clean my house. They will come and help me do washing, and they will cook in my fridge. When I was single, that's what they were doing. And my mother thought it was good to help my wife. So once a while, my mother will come early at dawn to visit us, and we'll say my wife gets tired because we live far from town. And we'll come there, and early morning we'll want to come and sweep, come and dust, and come and do all these things. In the quest of trying to help my wife, I stopped my mother one time with an immediate, unquestionable, I stopped her. We're lying down in the room. Then my big girl, my daughter, my mother asked permission to come. So she was coming to spend just the weekend. Not a weekend, let's come in. I'll go and drop her in the evening. When she came to the house, she was holding a broom. Came to meet my daughter. I told my daughter they had to dust the place and sweep the place. So my wife got up. And when she came out of the room, she heard the sweeping going on and heard my daughter. Then she rushed back into the room quietly without making my mother see her. And then she came inside and told me, "Hey, mommy has come." I said, "Yes, I told you." He said, "Yeah, you said it." So we have to check breakfast for her. He said, "Hey, the work she's doing there is not easy. They are dusting and sweeping the sitting room." I said, "Eh? For the where? Here. Hey, how do you come and sweep in our house? What if my wife has gone for a charm and the charm must not be swept? You are coming to sweep my wife's charm away. How would the love work? We don't do that." So when my wife came inside the room and she said, I said, "Don't worry. Once she didn't see that you are up, you are supposed to go and greet her. So you lie down. I will go and solve the problem." I waited for some time. Then I came out of the room. When I got there, here's my mother sweeping the corners and moving cobwebs. And there was no cobweb, but she was trying to create cobwebs. When I came and get, I told her, Inga, welcome. The next question was, Mommy, but what is this? He said, why? I said, you can't do this in my house. If my wife comes to see this, you are insulting us. How? I was speaking under tone. You can't do this. And I asked my daughter, hey, what was the last time you did a cleaning here? If mommy comes out right now, what is grandma doing? Collect the brush and go put it inside. I don't like these things. And when I said, oh, sorry, I didn't think towards that direction. I'm happy your wife didn't come to see me. That's the end of the story. That's the end, though. There's a certain air freshener I like when I was not married. My mother would come and she would buy some for me. But immediately I got married, my wife was allergic to it. When you spray it, she'll be doing. So I love it. But I stopped. I stopped using it because she was allergic to it. Then my mother one time, remember that it's a long time she bought some for me. Being nice, she came and she brought some. When she brought it, she didn't ask permission to spray, and she started spraying in the sitting room. It didn't keep long. Then I heard, and I said, something has gone wrong in this house. Look, because of my wife, I buy water-based raid. Very expensive. Marriage is expensive. Adjustment for a man. So if you have a husband, you should learn not to lose him like me. Me, I'm proud of my husband. Whether my wife likes it or not, me, I know I'm a husband. I don't care. Then I heard the thing, and I realized there's some contamination. So when I came out, then I felt the smell. It was a nice smell. I love it. When I feel it in the house, it makes me relax, but it makes my wife uncomfortable. So when I came, mommy has brought it. And get, hey, this is a long time you brought some, but right now I don't know what's happening to me. When you do it, I sneeze. Then she said, you are growing. When you are young, you love it. I say, yo, so these days I don't use it. There's plenty that I have no use. He said, oh. So I said, let's open the window, put on the fan, and I collected it from her and I took it inside. I solved the problem. My wife cannot go and tell, Ma, Nina, this thing you have sprayed it there. It's so painful to me, Mommy. Sorry. No way. She can't do that. So the boundaries between the marital settings of in-laws and wife cannot be set by wives, by only husbands. However, what Abner said was the interpersonal boundaries that must be set. So when I set the jurisdictional despondency of my wife, I will come up with one. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? YouTube forum camera for what I'm saying is that the jurisdictional exposure for my mother can only be adhered to or be accepted by what I have said. And I make sure that what I said, my wife will not break it. The first time my sisters entered into our room, our marital room, I created it. Ever since I created that, once a while, by permission, my wife invites them to see things for themselves in the room. They don't enter there by virtue. They come to me, they are calling me, they say, I'm in the bedroom. They don't come. They will come and knock. And I will give permission to come because I don't want them to come and see my wife's bolo pants. I don't want them to enter my room and come and see that just this morning before my wife woke up, I gave her 2 hot rounds and the tissue is still lying at the corner of the bed. I don't want them to enter and come and see that the room is unkept. So before I will say they should come, especially because I'm not sick and I'm not sleeping, when the environment is nice, I invite, especially me, when the bed sheet my wife has used is so nice and everything is on point in our room, I like to show up for them to see what I've gotten for ever since they stopped coming to dress my bed. So I invite them into the room and I just sit at the edge of the bed. And usually when they enter, say, hey, your bed sheet in my hair. This bed sheet is nice. Where they go? I said, my wife bought it. You know, at all. I expose for them to see the quality of the wife I have. So once a while, I give them the audience. It is not their bona fide right, including my mother. So, like Abna is saying, if we need tongue and you give my mother the right to come and see your nakedness in the bathroom, my mother comes to the house and I've given her a restrictional order to know that her last stop is the sitting room and the children's bedroom. And then you are in the bathroom. The children come to say, Grandma is here. And you say, let her come. You are broken my rule, not your boundary. I don't know if somebody's understanding me. I have set the jurisdictional boundaries in the house. And it is going to cause your personal, interpersonal boundaries to become very, very authentic and strong. Here is where you don't break my rule to upset your boundary. What I have set, let it run like that. So that is where Abner's own comes into bear. Your interpersonal boundaries run within your area. But the boundaries between the marital setting, between an in-law and their wife, between an in-law and their husband, is not set by the husband and the in-law. It's set by the daughter and the son. Because the relationship between daughters to mothers, sons to mothers cannot be exchanged by husbands and wives. Keep this in your head. Because when this book comes up, all your contributions will be written in the book. I'll call it Opinions of TikTok Lovers. You will see it in the page. So what I'm saying is that the boundaries must be set, but the boundaries are set by your husband when it comes to a wife. Same here. The day I'll discuss the relationship between the husband and the in-laws, you will know that the laws are your wives. So it is your wife that can set the boundary between you and your mother-in-law. Phone calls are managed. My wife can talk to my mother on my phone, but my wife cannot pick my phone to call my mother without me connecting them. I don't know if Abna, you understand what I'm saying. So my wife picks my phone and says she doesn't have credit, so she goes 0277 94 94 94. That's my mother's number. I've given it to you free. Then she will call. Then the first thing my mother will do is that because my mother saw my name, the way she has stored my name on her phone, she has a voice to respond to me. So immediately the phone rings. My mother picks the phone call and goes like, my angel, the son I've always wanted to have. How are you doing, Osofo? This is the salutation for my mother. Then the next statement is, how is, mentions my wife's name. My mother always mentions my wife's name before she will ask how she's doing. Then we'll go to ask of the children. So her security, her rights, her ability in conversation is enacted because she's talking to the son, only to hear from the other side. Ma, please, it's not him, it's me. What you have done is that you have broken the interpersonal respect that my mother has for you. So immediately you say that, hey, my in-law, how are you doing? You say, Mommy, I'm fine. But where is your husband? Because my mother will never mention my name when it comes to my wife. Anytime my mother is talking to my wife and want to ask of me, my mother will ask, where is your husband? If you want to refer to my wife, she will always ask, where is, mention her name and add your wife to it. That's how my mother refers to her. So immediately my mother asks you, where is your husband? It means that we have disrespected her indirectly because she received the phone call coming from the son. Boundaries. Boundaries. Communication boundaries set between mother-in-law and wives. You cannot use my phone to talk to my mother. If you have to talk to my mother on my phone, I do the connection. I call mommy with chick chat. I ask her, how are you doing? How is everything doing? Have you eaten something? What is the plan for the day? I was not going to call her, but my wife wanted to talk to her. So I finished talking and saying everything. Then she comes to ask, how is your wife doing? I said, mommy, she's fine. Oh. She herself, she wanted to talk to you. Oh, why is she? Let me talk to her. Or my mother would say, don't worry. Tell her when I finish, I'll call her myself. You see? You see? It means that she doesn't want to talk to my wife on my phone. That is the protocol of boundary setting. It's difficult, but it works. That's the protocol of boundary setting. So immediately she said that, then because my wife was going to talk to her, where she is, she doesn't want to talk to my wife where she is. So she has set her own boundaries. When I brought the light up, hey, your daughter, my wife wanted to talk to you. Because she asked, how is she doing? I said, hey, even she told me she wanted to talk to you. Should I call her to talk? I said, no, I'll call her myself. Or tell her to call me at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Because that particular connection is where the respect is. So don't allow your wife, don't allow your husband to use your phone to call your mother or your father. Because their response is different. There's a woman that it happened one of the Mother's Day, sorry. The woman has been with the man for many years. There's no child coming. So she's called Ya. And the mother calls the wife Yao. The son is Kwame. So when he calls and he wants to insult or want to send a shot to the wife, Kwame, I'm want to say, Nene ya wofia no kodum. Kacha ya se me pemenana. So the very day on Mother's Day, the wife wanted to wish the mother a Mother's Day. Then the wife took the husband's phone and called the mother. When the mother picked the call, hey, me PS, see ni Kwame ni. Na ya wo he, kacha se me hia na na nene ni Mother's Day ni ntumbe sum. Mami pa cho emi o. Hey, asemasi. Wati ni di no. Oti se e kasa ya o de bia no ni ndi pe fere ya no. Now who goes up? Who go ye dey? There can some ways and I'm be too dwa. E wo Kasapa FM say. Men prima we yede no ma men kasa say one year connection na. Look, away from your mother. Communication. If I ask Abna to call me, if I'm standing with Abna today and I say Abna should call me single life, Abna will not dial single life number. And that's what we do. Offer single life. Not a ringing or see a ringing or the amount. And the single life for phone now. Ma, I mean, I've never a good penny. Let me see the Benjamin Mew. Hey, that be yes, sir. Abna will have to pick to single life and say hello, single. Or dear. Oh my dear man, growing ya grown that person no kasa. So she changes her attitude and respect towards the person you are giving the phone call to. You don't surprise people with phone calls. So in communication boundaries, when it comes to in-laws, chalo bi se time na sokafra. Abena Abena being trust one I mean twaso.
My 20 minutes.
Yo, mumbo sema moderator. Maybe I see 20 minutes. It's more hate. But love not so. I'm not that caprice. Let's talk about so. I'm on check gift. I'm on check gift. I'm not say sending me mail. Say my gift to you. I'm on check single life. Why are there? Where sir? I'm saying.
I'm so again 6 fan point. Is here claim me from my heart. No upon life now.
Na say me pon mo tro bibi wo wow am can be say my call 50 bibi over 50. Last time TikTok for throw me email say I'm a good tutor. Ati me bon say am a good team. Bon say man nyansa enya asem no bon say man nyansa. Abra, thank you for the go ahead. My moderator says I can do 20 minutes. So I'm doing 20 minutes. It's unfortunate because my time is 20 minutes. Hey, Abra 34. Total be at 9 o'clock. My boka. Yakoyashi, I this one is here. Muntie we pa. Send me who amunya video. It's a we are mabubo we eti. Why? My crab. All right. Yeah, talk about so. So I'm saying that boundaries should be set when it comes. Listen to me. I say when it comes to wife and mother-in-law, husband must set it. Your wife cannot set boundaries between herself and your mother. But when you set the main marital boundaries, all the things Abner said, she will operate within that confines. How dare you allow my mother, who is your in-law, to enter your secret place called your chamber of feeding, called a kitchen? How dare you do it? So it was on TikTok. Abner was here that day when the woman fought me. When I go to my mother's house to visit my mother is in a kitchen cooking. When I go with my wife goes straight to sit in the sitting room. She doesn't go to greet my mother in the kitchen. When we take a sit, I have the right to enter the kitchen. So I go to the kitchen and go and say, hey, I have a name, I call my mother, I call her. Then when I call her, by then the children have rushed to the kitchen. My children have the right to go to their grandma's kitchen, except my wife. In my house, I am very lonely. And I'll explain to you why. My children have their mother in the house. I don't have my mother there. So I'm very lonely. When I want something, I don't know who I should ask. When my children want something, they ask their mother. I don't have my mother in the house. I'm very lonely. That's it, by the way. So when I go to my mother's house to visit my mother, my wife goes straight to go and sit in the sitting room. If my siblings are there, I authorize them to give my wife water and drink. There are times that my big girl goes to the kitchen to come and serve her mother water. My wife doesn't walk to my mother's fridge to open the fridge. Nama, and then only she will hire no. Kaya Jane. Hello. Don't try it. So when we get there, she goes to sit in the sitting room. Then my mother saw her coming, but she didn't go and greet officially. Then my mother will go and do an official greeting. She leaves the kitchen. Whether she's doing what? One time my mother was doing palm nuts. No, yeah, be. And then inside that be na me buy. And also me catch me this up and chop on inside to abem sisi and oba. Have a man akwaba. One catch some brand or yeah, oh fufu de bionye. She did it. When she finished, she went to welcome my wife. Hey, our wife, our daughter, how are you doing? Is everything okay? They had their TikTok and everything. I mean, they're busy in the kitchen. Tell your husband what you eat today so that he will do something for you. Then the children follow grandma to the kitchen. Agbina. We go to my mother's house. She's pounding fufu. My wife will pass straight to go and have a seat because the dressing my wife takes to my mother's house, my wife has made up. She has made up nicely. Clear. When we are getting close to my mother's house, my wife will use lip gloss. So her mouth becomes such a... She has some nice cream. She'll put on the weave on like this. And she'll do all the touch-up. So when she gets there, my mother seems to be very jealous because I'm chopping something sweet. A beautiful idol like a snake. Then we get out. My wife will see, my mother will see that the son has brought something good home. So when my wife got to the house, they were pounding fufu. She went to have a seat. She didn't go to the kitchen to go and hold the fufu piston to pound for my mother. If anybody should pound the fufu, I should do it, not my wife. Take this away. Because you see, somebody will say, no, a well-cultured woman, when you got there, your mother-in-law was pounding fufu, you can't pass. Because you don't know what budam. Atadia me yiri shedi yedi go fufu. Hill na me yiri jinas yedi go fufu. Man, call her. When my wife gets my mother's house and she takes off her heels, I fight her. I wanted to stand on the hill for mother to see that if they talk a crab if ye, as I mean slow to Abraham did me slow. You am Casa de Abraham to be slow rough. aka 2 weeks amewu amedi eto kase no awu ani broni twa ye go castle jadi o kana nkrofo tie dia me kan say en fa me ho dia me kan say enye in the line of my wife to go and as it were go and show pleasantries to my mother at the kitchen area. I set the boundaries. She doesn't go there. So the boundaries are set both in my house and in my family house. When there's a funeral in a house, depending on who is dead, I choose my wife will go or she won't go. It's not every funeral that my wife attends. That's my boundary that I have set. There are funerals that she must not attend because it doesn't concern her. Oh yes, I set the boundaries. She doesn't attend every funeral. And when I go, they ask me, hey, did you come with your wife? And I said no. Oh, why didn't she come? Whatever I tell them, they believe, whether it's a lie or it's true. Nobody can say your wife is not coming to funeral here and tell her that she's part of our family. She's not part of our family. She's part of my family. How dare you come and tell me that? One of my uncle died and then my wife didn't come. And one of my aunties came and was speaking to me loose. And no, I think my wife came. My wife didn't go for the wakekeeping or something. Was it a funeral? My wife went for the Thanksgiving or something. Or the funeral and the 1 year. My auntie came and started speaking. And our wife, you know that we know that you are not just a daughter-in-law, but you are part of the family. We hardly see you when we are doing things. Please appear at all our programs because you came to marry and you are marrying the whole family. I say, hey, she's marrying the whole family through me. So it's not every funeral she will attend. She's not a funeral contractor. So don't tell her this anymore. Your Highness, please have a seat for me. I'm coming. I blasted my auntie. Because if I don't stop it, the next time they'll start accusing her. They'll start taking family dues from her. She's not a family member. She's Mrs. Lutrot, not a Lutrot by birth. A husband must set the boundaries between the wife and the in-laws, especially the mother-in-law. That is it. All that you said is correct, but the major boundaries will be set, and then your preliminary boundaries or subset boundaries operate within it. So if you are a husband today and you cannot set the boundaries for your wife and your mother, finish for you. Because if you don't take care and you don't set the boundaries well, your mother will befriend your wife, and your wife will disrespect you because your mother will think that the closer they get to your wife, the better they can manipulate you. So they will have a conversation with your wife. And when your husband was growing, he didn't have hair. He had kwashiorkor. The way I suffered, I didn't know he would grow like this. So because your husband had kwashiorkor. It is a boundary that we set. Your mother doesn't come to fight over your grandchild. And I told you people something I learned. I learned this one not in any books, but by practice. That any man watching me, your children will always lean towards their mother's family house. So your mother-in-law is the biggest teacher for your children. So make sure that the environment where your children will go, they are more conducive there than your mother's house. Me can say me mama ho any massive bahono. I said massive bear fee no a year baby a bit me agye mba ne se me mama fie. A son say me man come mama ho a at ontumi ntia won. Semi maame ni me manage na or say one adentia on person din nsa beka nkwala na me yira be kasa enti obebo a no ahye da frɛ nkwala no maame ho ai ni o no se maame ne nkasa o no afrɛ me yire no afrɛ no me ba ho de sen hwɛ de ginia eye wo hasesi a mebu no ma kache mebu no pa o obisa permission wo me yire ho no abo no but se okọ ni maame ho a ni maame mfrɛ ne ba ne bisa ne se wo ba ne jimi ye twa no top because the mother and my wife have the same spirit. That is why when my mother-in-law is visiting our house, my wife doesn't prepare the guest room. She comes to meet the guest room anyhow. But when my mother is coming, she puts the house in order. Why? Because her rival is my mother. Break the chain of friendship between your mother and your wife. Break it. Break it by force, by fire. Break the relationship. Your wife must give respect to your mother as an in-law. If she doesn't respect your mother, force her to respect your mother or sack her from the marriage. Your wife should not see your mother as kwemene or your wine. Why? Because you spoke to your wife loosely about your mother. Hey, don't be silly one time. Never break the family history to your wife to disrespect your mother. Set the boundaries of conversation. Set it. 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 You heard what Rich Wife said. He said the sister constantly was sending the mother-in-law until one time she eavesdropped that the mother-in-law was complaining. Said Techiman Baire pen you bedi wo fie ha ma yenya nyansa. Hey, there be. So yes, still my mother can buy things for the house, but not through my wife. Very simple. You are the one that buys things to the house. And keep this in your head. Keep this very well. Look, if your wife is in charge of purchasing things for the house, you are blessed. If your husband goes once a while and bring one or two things, you are married to a good man. But a man doesn't do home shopping. A man doesn't go to the market. Wakodi jabre wofufuo. Oba wu kunu kodi jabre wofufuo biano. I said, uni kunu who a house boy. One day me chire was here. But here way. Oko kunu no oba no de manchi aba anya hwe. Enye se ukunu started in gosu aba efie nti. Mira, we de wadaro ma o mesre bi bise o. Baby ato gosu ene asusu pa. Ene o ba betna for her to be abana. On time fa ho. On time fa ho. Oko ema pe a oba okwan so ni timu entry ni nti ohia nkosua no tori be afie o sa asoma ne ma pe bi o di akoje dai
e wo akwa sai check the man no
so nyama bi obi sa ye ni be e to no say am me samna 5 bi say me yeah o baby me get bi call baby no go share say samna boy ye fo no to ye oto bai na me di kofi me iri person no bi say ye to de me se me odo me nim ba bi aye to o say ye pa o ye to no takra de habo de to samna o de adwama sum sa say samna we ye fa bi bra get no so o di koji me oni me jai me fra na on fa. But in some samana na ye.
And na papa cho ne sample aso ko we na je samana.
Nti wo san so na akọ ye dan. Etwa ba gom di aba mpandi. Wo san so na akọ na so wo nim se wo soma me. Me ka de si asam so se o ma me fitachi ma na se oto ba yire ba. Enye wo yire na obisa ba yire no. Talk to your husband. Let's have a conversation, honey. The last time the yam your mother brought was good. Once you said she'll be coming, can you please let us give her some money to. So the request is coming through you. So when I pick the phone call, mommy, and you say you're coming on Thursday. When is your market day? Oh, the market day is supposed to be today, Thursday. Today is Wednesday, mommy. Yes. So tomorrow is market. Why are you calling? The last time you came, I saw that you brought a lot of yam and cassava and things. I'm going to send you money right now. Do some shopping for us, okay? Me, I don't know what my wife needs, so. But maybe it's possible. I'll let her call you so that she will tell you the things you want. So look at the authorization. It is an authorization that I have given to you to give narration to your mother-in-law to purchase things on my behalf, not your behalf. I get minimum too much. I don't know money, my dear. That's my what you do. Oh, try a qualacas, media no must come. Was it? And I said, and you know, say when you're nutrition, Papa, Uncle Brim, that's when this sound like Uncle Brim. Oh, Abna, obey our brothers as I see. A child, a green was to Udia one and Chedwa would sell a lumba. Ben, that's I'm saying. So you want the materials, you want the things. You don't order my mother. You tell me about it politely, and I choose to order or not. When I realize that the environment is not nice between my mother buying things, I won't do. If I don't have the funds, I won't do. If you have the funds, you will not send it to my mother, because I will never let my wife send money to my mother in the name of it. Send him out. I won't do it. I won't create any form of enemyship for my wife. If you have the money I don't have, and you want my mother to buy the things, give me the money and I will send it to her. Don't do that mistake. I will do chapter 2 of this conversation. I'll do chapter 2. The book is open. Boundaries in me treating. So the marital boundary is the biggest one that must be set. So the more kenning in Atonyama brebe. Oh, but me to me country was a di gabre maseni usika. We are wine. Go through the protocol. Ask your husband. If your husband says no, don't fight her. Don't fight her. So for 1 week, Bayre ni fienya koto Bayra. O yiri ko kronko ba to Bayre na odi ba fia ma meti ho. Ke Bayre buodi an yakoto. O ma me ban man scanton bre na homa so nti wa ma na nto. Nimpo de ma bresa ja jimien na wenu nsam ye time. O kasa ti so bi a woteta. The bia wo go fu kan kwase asem. O pe de fa akoma mu di bebuo ba. The my mother is listening. You pass a comment that my mother will realize that you requested that she should buy things for you and I stopped it. What do you get from it? My mother comes to and say, hey, maybe, and then they must say, then I made it. Send a blank or see men call ye blank check. Now one bread. Maybe feel no what will fufu. Waka benkua utina ye se wanu aduane mienu because me de ye baako me se me de benku di fufuo etina mo ye benku no enti me mama me benku no be ka che ma me se wo fufuo se na be ya mama me se me di benku a enye ne ho se ba ne se na odi fufuo na me di benku no who say I'm treated as a king in this house. Hey suade na jai jimie no de wo tima ya cheating o se wa wa de. And on here about and I'll send about a message and I'll say marry. Stop the side issues and concentrate on the marriage. It will work. Or by phobia and power, what is so cool? Who never saw Subain Nepamu Beman. The boundaries are set by your husband. And follow the rules of your husband, you will enjoy the fruit of your labor. Follow it. Look, it is the biggest disgrace for any wife here watching me that you want to buy egg. Egg is finished. My mother, who is your in-law, is in the house. And they say egg is finished. And in front of my mother, you pick a phone to call me. Yeah, babe. I say, yes, my love. I just realized that we don't have egg. So I wanted to ask that when you're coming on the way, can you buy us 2 crates? You are stupid. You are a stupid. You are a stupid wife. In front of
Hey, wait.
Mamcho, Esther Abiria Otter, or the breaking demons, were so breaking demons one pem, and the money I would tell it is an honorable chair up a doggy. As I say, when you know say I stop a doggy, and to over had I say, son, a rich wife can say, bring me the egg. Go close the day, in Hayatewa, a TikTok of a quarter da YouTube. You better track a book alone. When your mother-in-law is present in the house, pretend to be a good wife. When your mother-in-law is around, pretend to be a good wife. Don't be vulnerable. I don't come home early. My mother is not even aware. And she comes to visit us. She doesn't want to go and sleep because she's waiting for the sun. Then your mother will say, hey, me try me ban on buy. I said, me need come be. Hey ma, in the other church, or no, if you have no power, no power. Ma, that's a good dog trying to pop. Or so I don't know who. Then you know where the ma, let's not have to go to ma. The thing will fear any or call nyamba you. Or what you are mining in answer about your ma, and where the Wadaroma. Or Baba no, Jimmy and no. Obey so, ni Jimmy and you different. Oh, my make us all channel of a phone. Yeah, babe. I'm calling not on my behalf, but on behalf of your mom. Your mom just asked that what time are you coming because she has something to discuss with you. And so I decided to call you so that you are aware that at least today your mother is home. If you can come early so that she can have the conversation with you, because she's been worried from morning that she has something to discuss with you. So, and yes, I want to make us our demo. What a phone call, mommy, and we Jimmy Foyer, where Jimmy Yansa may come and I, ya. Membefie, and how? I don't come home. You have your reservation. You want to find a way for me to come and sit in front of you to have a chat with me. And then my mother comes. You want my mother to know that I don't come home early. So her request of telling you that she wants to talk to me, you pick a phone call in front of her and let me that my mother wants to talk to me. So by your phone call, because of my mother, I should come home. You are a stupid wife. You are breaking the boundaries I'm setting for you. Mind you, every boundary a husband sets in marriage, it is to grant the wife a certain form of respect and cordial mutual respect and dignity. When you break my rules, maybe 1 minute. When you break my rules, I will be respected, but you will be disrespected and be dishonored. My wife is sitting down. My mother is saying, I would like to talk to my son, so I'm waiting. I won't sleep. Don't say anything. Let her doze off. When she starts, she go and sleep. When I come in the morning, she should ask me why I didn't come home early. And she will know that that condition she's lying inside, it is producing money and water outside. The air condition is chopping money and urinating water behind the scene. And I pay for the water that is coming out of the condition. Let my mother deal with me, not you. Don't sit my mother down and tell my mother what you're going through. You are stupid. The same way when you go and tell your mother about your husband, the day you report your husband bitterly to your mother, get ready to pack your things and leave that house. Listen, boundaries are set so that you will enjoy marriage. I set boundaries so that my wife will be respected. I set boundaries so that whether you like it or not, she is the Mrs. Lutrot. But it is so hurting when she breaks out of the boundary to mingle with people so they will disrespect her and will require from you to go and force the people to respect her. I always tell my wife this. In my office, in my private office where I work, she doesn't have rights there. My secretary has rights. But she can become the biggest thing in my office when she follows my rules. So you get to my office, there's bottled water in my fridge. It's not expensive. My wife can buy. But just an example, you want bottled water in my fridge. And there's an order in my fridge that nobody drinks water kept in the fridge until I say so. So you go to the place you want water. And my secretary say, hey, with the man, this will be sat down. I said, that's me will be a no bottle. Now, me a wine, me here. Then I'll catch them, me obi keke ba my friends so no. Most of them are farm out there. What you just did was to disrespect me because you have told my secretary that I am nobody. This is not your house. This is my office. I have set boundaries for respect for you. So immediately you ask for water. My secretary says, "Yo, man, pachomi bow." Then she pick a phone and call me. "Hello, say pachomi chao. Macho madam abahana. Na osi insuone wo fridge no. Na nkope so yi ba akodeko. Enti sana wakas mo bi fan san kan bi sa wansa. Said then, "Yo, madam wo hen. Oti ha. Yo mate. Meba so boas mefrel." I go off the line. The secretary is going to respect you. Then I wait for some few minutes. I don't call my wife. I give time. I'm expecting that at that moment where the secretary is communicating with me, and my secretary will never call me in front of my wife. Because when I say no, she has to come back and say it in a nice way. So she doesn't pick a call to talk. "Oh, madam, but where am I about? Madam, but me back a cry. So me back. Me say then me back. And respect that order because that order is from your husband, who is the boss. She goes out to call me, and I give her time. I'll call her back. Me trying to cry not because of anything, my friend. Joanna. In so that he never free you. Wasn't but your phone. Madam, see what saying. Wasn't but your on chess and open. Obey me you too. Major two money. Why? May I say bye bye? No feel like this. Then she comes back to tell you, "Madam, macho, me the boss akasa. Boss say, wait me after two. Me pay two, me pay three. Kalu men Jimmy who don't disrespect your husband. He's setting boundaries in marriage. And don't call your husband and start fooling. Hello, I'm in your office right now." And Duan says, "The water here I cannot drink." I don't understand. Is it not just water? Onye, just water. Once you do this, you disrespect yourself because you are breaking the boundaries. So marital boundaries are set by husbands. Same like wives. When I go to my wife's office and she has not given me a chair to sit, I don't sit. When I go to my wife's office, I don't sit on her official chair. I won't do it. Behind the computer, I won't do it. You are waiting for your wife and you go and sit in her swivel chair. Are you okay? Especially when the people there are watching you quietly. Maybe I'm saying somebody walks and say, "And I want to tell you, oh, Mrs. Lutu Kunu, Madam Kunu, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? Look, let the boundaries look, and the people, you see, people don't understand. Husbands are automatically respected because of their masculine nature. Wives are automatically disrespected because they are wives, but they are respected when their husbands on them enact laws, rules, regulations, boundaries for them to be respected. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Stop the bragging. Who are you? Who are you? Which one did you belong to? You fight security men. You walk to my car park, and my security tells you that this is director's car park. Nobody passed there. Then you say, "I'm Mrs. Luton." And so, is this your company? Follow what the security man is saying. Because when I come, I will deal with the security man for allowing whoever should park in my space. And so, Abra. Abra. Oga wife, what do you mean? Look, in my church, if you dare do anything against my wife in church, you are in trouble. Unless I don't hear. And that is the boundary I've set in the church environment. So my wife must enjoy it. If she breaks the link and get down to the children, they will disrespect her. So I'm saying that the boundaries are created by the husband within the marital context. Let me quickly round up with this and now. Abner, write it down. Part 2 of how to live with a wife and a mother-in-law. I'll do it. I'll do it. Nyama mechire mu there. Abner, Thursday I have a topic to treat. You know that. Thursday more lecture. I'm wrapping up. I'm not more than 20 minutes. So keep this note. How do you build your personal, interpersonal boundaries? The first one is set physical boundaries. Hear me. Your husband cannot set your physical boundaries for you. Your wife cannot set your physical boundaries for you. My wife cannot choose who I talk to. Your husband cannot choose who you talk to. But within the marital boundaries, make sure that you operate within the boundaries that gives you positive energy. So set physical boundaries.
I want to send you Momo for speaking first.
Oh, Oyoba na bema. Yeah. Ale incrophobic the omo ya do. Me tina ho bia send. Oh, I don't know that's why. She say 50 me no esi. I already used. Kitchen bia shawai. Ah, me obi charge $100 impo me pay. Now we have charge $500. Oh, already used. Yeah, the agree. If you don't put your chair, me she. Yeah, I'm not made as a ready at them. I'm missing me do meaning the mayor. I can't do without you up now. Oh my God. But the number name, but I'm not number near 0546. A single idea 279 344. Number need to be a whole 279 344. I'm not keeping number. Me bad they be a new post to. I knew. I'm not gonna say I keeping number. Bakuna 0546279344. Yeah, that was it. I don't know. Nyango pon shira. 0546279344. And the American say set up what we call physical boundaries. These are personal way of setting boundaries. Number 2, set up what I call emotional boundaries. Emotional, but I will explain it in my next lecture. These are just the bullets. PowerPoint, bullets. These notes were made by my wife. Emotional boundaries. Emotional. I'm not going to be emotional. Funny face. Me emotional power. Me emotional power. Me first media grow. What we get a manusu. Nature when you have a three. Me call this out. Hey. Ah, who could do work here? Mo koya si mo choose table. And I could choose a table near where actually hold. Obisao, where can we sit? You have been given power. The answer, Abner, is anywhere. And what is Abner for that? Where would you like her to sit? Anywhere. Okay. Because you gave me a blank check anywhere, I chose the far end corner. Then we moved there. Coincidentally, when we move to the far end corner, a young lady is sitting in front that constantly has been admiring me. So she came direct to me. And so my eyes have gone there. No funny, then you are upset. I don't think we came here for you to concentrate on other people. I don't think you came to sit in this corner just because of the girl sitting there. We are out from the home. Can we have our time together? I don't want to get upset. I don't want to get upset. Please. If not, let's look for another place to go and sit. And because I don't want confusion, me, the type of me I am, I'll ask you, where do you want to sit now? That's okay. I'd like to go and sit at the other side. Then we have to call the waiter. Waiter, please, can you change our table to the other table here? They will say, sir, please, that table has been ordered by some people. Is there any available table? He says the one in the middle. I don't like the middle one. Then you show your emotional immaturity in front of the waiter. Then the next time, I'll take you out in loop to go and disgrace me your emotions. I won't take you out. I'll give you the money to go out and go and sit with the wind. Because I'll go out with those who respect me when I'm out with them, not those who will disrespect me with their emotions. So learn how to set your emotional boundaries. You go out and you meet my ex-girlfriend and you are angry. I was happy, all of a sudden my mood just changed. What's the matter? I don't want to talk about it, but my mood just changed. My mood is just changed right now. Can we eat and leave this place? Oh yeah. I'm checking some mumu na ba na me ndana se na wan hwa bia ne refi. Abna wo se sida. Sunsum ne kan krofon so be mumu wan ko mama checking ba hwa mumu asem ne yaka. Adonai embaye why Mr. Wembaye. Ko off na send in them answer yempon why now. Single life you didn't or skasem na yaka. The next thing is that serve for yourself what I call spiritual boundaries. Spiritual boundaries. Look, any wife that is doing straight baba roba de bayebedo go say yaba de man the name of Jesus. I pray for my family. I pray for my husband. Father, bless my. Now it is a pain. Ukru kana pain. Ukru kana pain. Now when pay we are bay for or some bone some and I mean also boundaries. Spiritual boundaries. Your husband can truncate your godly boundary, your spiritual boundaries, because a wife's spirituality is subjected to the husband. Wives, submit yourself to your own husband as a reference to God. So you can't be praying whilst I'm calling you. When I come and I say, I kept hooting the horn. You say, yes, I was praying. Kalu. I was on Mopper. I was on Professor Life. Kalu. Ukru flower say ofa. Bone ben, bone wo hwan anim. Bone wo hwan anim. Nyame obetwedi. Ukru jawa nyame obetwedi. Ne kwati abnem da. Kristo bo di twe.
Oh, but that's I see a
set your spiritual boundaries. Ukru what dine or press a bell. Cling, 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 cling. Shriba baba bell. Shriba baba. Shriba baba. Shriba. Obe what dine is I say Ubompa. Ubompa who I pray to. Your God is outside. And Sarah called Abraham my Lord. Even when Abraham was going out with Keturah, even when Abraham was sleeping with Hagar, Sarah saw Abraham as my Lord. Spiritual boundaries. You respect your pastor more than your husband. Listen, before you take your family matter to your pastor, especially your husband's problem to your pastor, think. Your husband is 62 years, 59 years. Your pastor is 29 years with anointing. And you carry your family, your husband's problem to a 29 years anointed pastor. Well, Jimmy off. Spiritual boundaries. You see, I will finish the rest for you. Don't worry. Spiritual boundaries. The time is up. The next one is time boundaries. Set boundaries for time. Boundaries for time. Let there be boundaries for time. So in case those of you who have forgotten because you're writing notes, it will appear in the book of how to manage an in-law. Part 1. Write it down. Physical boundaries. Emotional boundaries. Spiritual boundaries. I said time boundaries. The next one is material boundaries. Material boundaries. And I'm the one that I'm 1970. All I do, my weakness is shopping. What that will be or US or Amazon app maybe. What the need to honor Sika Kraban account more. Or to me, or that, yes, sir, if you were about on share. Who can say is my weakness? And a man warning. Say me pet that's a metiса what I did you. It was not an advice, it was a warning. I never want to hear that you bought anything again. No, told me that before. Hey, you me who is see our house. He knew with the FO $1,000. I'm going to work for it. Oh, shark. What do you got to the set material boundaries. And I'm not from one and say I'm going to new house. Oh, Makati Hill. A Daniel for too much share. Hey, the member price and I mean, she no afraid you can bona man here. Mamus abnormal got on new house. Say abnormal tea, you only someone abnormal is leg on biomo. Says your man got from Makati Hill. Here no sooner than can see be no abnormal got told. Here, me see me for them. Me bomb price say that many able to if you my break Quran is leg on now. It's leg on back. But now if you be ratting your mouth within your material boundaries, think before you talk. Look, it's good to be in a 2-bedroom house with 2 toilets. It's not a sin to be in a 2-bedroom house with an outside toilet. It is not a sin. The property your father left for you is 6-bedroom house with 2 toilets outside. And mama dear and bad dear were bonting. And now papa be wunu ajapadi oja di wa bonting e tiefi ni wo. Abrantie na wale wono oko high 2-bedroom house with tiefi wo dem 1 toilet. And I fear your team that if you do cry, say we see us on our own name, and then be at if you man can't control your shit.
Control your what?
Shit. Me that if you didn't know who okra, me that if you know who okra, not if you know ko, ya the man say ko. Control it. Material boundaries. Material boundaries. I say I will visit this thing again. The last one I'll leave you and I have to close with a few questions. Sexual boundaries. Sexual boundaries. Control your sexual boundaries. Write it. Sexual boundaries. I will come back and explain each of these boundaries. Ladies and gentlemen, on this able note, yes, the lady brought us a story, but I am so much into being, I can lecture on in-laws. I've learned the thing rough. And I think this is part 1, because the book must come out this year. I will launch a book, and the buyers will buy it in dollars. Next year by this time, when I'm traveling to the US, I pray to God that I won't go with only ginger honey chips. Books. One of them is how to manage an in-law as a wife. Boundaries must be set by husbands. Personal boundaries are important. Scanning by. They will buy. Scanning by Abner. Scanning by Adonai. Scanning by. So on this note, we'll continue on part 2 on the School of Marriage and Relationship. I leave the time for you, Abner, 5-10 minutes for questions. Any questions, any contribution? Thanks those of you on YouTube, those of you on Facebook. Thank you for being here. I came to lecture. My name is Reverend Dr. Cyril George Casterson Luttrell, the only counselor in the world who speaks God's mind, who speaks legal mind, who speaks the mind of those who cannot talk. I open the way. If you have a question, please, you can ask. I'm going to moderate for questions so we can close. Thank you. Oh, my number is 0277-609-604. But the moment number is 0546. 0546. I'm not going to say you preach 0546. I'm now here 0546 279 344. Dia abana ko 80 0546 279 344. If you have any question you want to ask the counselor, this is the moment of question time. Maximum 10 minutes have closed. Question time. Thank you for saving my marriage. Wow. Oh, I didn't know I was saving somebody's marriage. Wow. What's your name? Is it your boy? Thank you. Any question? Okay, say the how about an example quickly, my uncle.
For example, say ebia ono be manage me asset boundaries. Na wo ba no be ka che ne se obia o besre o unua ba wisi. O fa hano ma niema obi bi so anase bia kitchen hanu owura ha o fa aduane ana bibia on kan chere me. Ebi kra adane se me de mu bi asi ho no san ka bibi. Me nya na wafa na wedi. Na ono na ka chere wo se wo na woto. Ona to mi amba no utimi eba ha be je bia bia no ba hiti abusu antem wo be yes e be ma ni bi su ni e bandi ma o yire ma je so ma o e wo se de bi
But I say single life ade na wa ka no mane nka utim mere mfi ma be yi ano ma me nka we tel na ye mo bi nsa kwesen yenko yanim no kra ne se wo ko kache be me bi se ni nua ba be fe aduane adi na be ma ne kache se wo na wo to a na ejina se na akọ kan ne so enti ese wo sua se na ye ka no enti na me say obema na set general boundaries for the house me de me ho ye fatom se me wale ye no me ma me ni me nua no be fi obe pra ho eye aduane for the weekend enye obia na stop e won mia na me stop e won ansa na me wale eti me nua bi be fi ho na obeti me yiri mo bi edia ansa na obenya kwan ko kitchen ho no na me mere na me yiri na ama na ekwesa akwanya no with a lot of dignity, a lot of protection. Me nua no ma me nua aduane omo na me yiri me nua aduane e party they invite themselves on to cake boom but their boundaries that she has set within my boundary until we look at us na auto one ko kan ye to say for example me nua ba be di omo ana wa be bi o kitchen ho a won pe no ba ka chem say obi a wa nuanom o mira obi a wa nuanom so obi a nuanom be ba be wura fie ha edidi a e be ade foforo ene nya wo kwa wo sika na edi twa fie ha meso me die wom na unua ma no be fie ha no be yet said de omo pe ena omo nua awale a mesrew minim se me ba awade minim se me ba se me be so jama ma hwe nkwan mu ba ene won kasa se minsum ye nipa wa kasa yie ba wo ye jimifo ba asem we meyi anaka cho se me ana meto omo sisa nko me nyanum be fie no bi so ompo omo gu ho e wo kotokuo mu omo ne me yiri di nkomo no maka cho omo se omo po omo ni bi omo ka che me yiri no se yie mu nua be ma eni budget o nti we di agise mu kollo bi no so me nyanum ba ne ba ko so mi ti ba ko be so me nine bread nie mi za sembe ta yeso enyo omo ni bi ko fi anke be yen do ye no ai na e de pa mi say hey omo na for 1 month for 1 month mo for ba ko ka be bo meka madam so ba etu ba ko no ehwia ma mu ino acha na what dem I know I just give power to my wife Charlie and maybe the power mu ni mo they don't know until they lose it I just gave power to my wife but she didn't see that as a power she brought them to me whether to approve or not because when she gives them direct she has destroyed herself she brings them back to me and they come to me and I go and order for the sharing. And this is me kasa. Me da say. Abna one view. Who has any other question? We are closing. We've done well. Mind you, we've done 3 hours. 3 hours. Any question? I'm scanning by you. Yɛbɛsra mo wokɔsra wo yere maame Udu fi ona yire maame mo ba no no aduane ma mo ana obedu ho na omo nwa mbedi no muti bi ma wo o ka kire wo ana o ka kire wo yire because the protocol is esi e ka kire wo yire e bi ade o ma nwa ne wundi e wachiwa de o yire de nim so your mother-in-law cannot come to you and say kwame ya wo fufu o ye nti bi ma wa na enye obuo they have to talk to your wife Ajwa bisa ukunu ajwa fufu na ya won ukunu obedi Ajwa nka se ampu cheche mikunu de fufu de opel oyire kasa sa wogu enu ase enti e kan asa se ma mikunu le nidi asem bibi o ma miko bisa na nhwe ansa no aba ho ma wo fufu ene apochin krakra enam ne ndoso mu de but se obedi bia na wo so ma nya ho ti se obi okomode obebire bisa kire wo ho na wo wase fie oh Ajwa ye fie asa o se ye ko kempiski Invest me di asem ye funtu de monka why now yire akọ ma
so na obi so the comment about also you right to say bema o ma bi camera kwa one country o ana
yes and no me kire wase quickly be ba eti wo ye ne fast sa na o si wundi a o yire na so de amane ne ko ma debi o si ondi fufu no o na de no bedi ma ye fi ha de ko dinner until the a ebe ha no we de wadaroma me na mka se emfa ha na unso make no so fere pa o that here the only di o nti me na meje nkwan kakra de kofi akono but na se nkwan na oje unji mu bi oje amame a o na se asem nka oje nkwan na mame se o mame nkwan na di kofi akoso are de so na yesa o mame nkroso mba oh mira asekorofo eso si mi fufu no ndi na wasre oh my enye sa o na we dey was pa enya afi na ya to pro watanfo no amene wonsa
okay say if say you put na house 1 week and I say 3-4 days yeah
your wife is the one feeding you your wife is the one feeding you, not your mother-in-law
okay
simple me yire come ma me mu fie na okoda ade ba chi anopan na me nwan ma senso ma yensu ehia siwa ma de so de bedware me so me yire na hwe me nsuo so enya me nwan na hwe so ba ye so me yire no e sanse ukọ wa se fie a ye kosom wa se ba ufie a wo som no okay yeah quickly can you give your mother-in-law money without your wife's knowledge look at the trick this is a trick a trick no ma se ba besra ye wo fie o krase o ko o krase o kwa oh yo ma me ba no afra wo yire ajwa bra be se ma mi bibi kakra no fanfa ka en ko fie entiji 2000 man so fanfa ka o dia ma yire no like ma me upie ya oh me ba be ma me nsa ka de no nyankopon hira o me that's 1-4 respect and authority. The other parties, what catch you say, but say me de 200 be ma me na on fan top credits. Omoko kwan so. Oh me da simira. Say me nya wan kan wine. That's why. Now one ka say wa be bo e wa group with respect. Ashe wa se ba ni nsem. Wa se ba ni je ye no. No abo yire amane ti say wo yire nim. The ukuna se mami na sisi o me iska se makoto credit. My lover. Thank you. Hey, I love you something. Never nicodemously give money to your in-law, whether your husband's mother or your wife's mother. Having said that, if you meet your mother-in-law in town, show love. I meet my mother-in-law once a while, and then no ma mua kesi ashe ninsem. Me mua ashe ninsema. Me mbo me ira manie da. Se mpo me shia ne maame. Se mistake na me si me shia ne maame, me ka kosi wa me nkesi kasem. Na ne maame na nkasa aka che ne baba nse, me shia ukunu o. Adana se maame wa na de oye de sika kese e. Sa na ekono. Me fancy ya. Boundaries na bi. Any other question? This is the voice of Abra Sikanamba. Abra Sikanamba. Abra single life. Yeah, Kiskasem. Abra Sikanamba. Sikanamba. You go to data. Abra, yeah, you go to data. Much of one ever bought me to data. I think my data is down from 10.8 terabytes. This evening I checked. It came to 8.5 terabytes. Can somebody help me buy 1 terabyte? One ebwame, one ebwame, 2, one ebwame, 3.
What about you?
Umame 2004 bibi. Ebeto. Sana ba me bia meje. Kwame umame say me man na.
Let's say 500 about.
Mbo nsema kwame, ya to data. Mbo nsema kwame. Ah. Bemanie. It's now the when I get that when me say yeah, Abraham say yeah sexual check. It's what say kwame academy one. Thank you very much. But that's it. Because sitting here for 3 hours with a stable data. Say my money in Ghana data. 3 hours. But I'm okay. And I mean, me terabytes. Me, I do terabytes. I don't do gigabytes. Because I love it to be stable, direct, erected, and penetrative. 0546 279 344. 0546 279 344. Kwame, thank you for the moment. That's a power. But I want to say, why not air Kwame DNB? Kwame, or call for sending scanner ban, my body didn't pay scanner belandi. Why not follow? I don't know. You can go off and send it. Munyana yampong na ya. Metra hache. Matisa me sure see ya she. You may never move. Therefore, why who say me can't dear book? I dear ba Kwame pen no. Me na ya research ne to na maba gidin kese wa. Mo fa asira kese mama yiri bon se mama yiri. Me penny na aye wi. Research no be ba ne kin kan ne na me de ba. Na research no ye ni na so gu mo hwe. Eri ni. Abra ya. What you are unyami mpo. Me won't tell me off. Yee, and then my show, bro said I show video as every later. Hey, then me won't teach him Zara. Abraham fans sembo kese Asia Abrantia ba kon. Oh, Abrantia ya di scanner land. Kwame alandi. Kwame alandi. Me to data straight. Kwame alandi me da se why. Me to data. Me di to data.
Got 3 hours of life is great.
Oh, Bema, I'm not saying 8 hours in Namibua. 8 hours. Obi ko ejumo ba ni egusi wo life. 8 hours. And at the years so adepa 0546 279 34. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Any other question, please? Any other question? The Kwame is coming to the time. Mati. To us part 2. To us part 2, papa. Data Monday. Table net. Next table net. 500 Ghana cedis. Okay, Abna 516 Ghana cedis. No, about 350.54 gigabytes. It made 16 cedis air count. Now me kwame ade na tobi. No be who say. Ye de ye kase ye ya. Eno a na ye de ye. Kwame nyame shira. Approval from you. Security Ben Ajiki 054 018. Kafro, maybe say me ya de me preko wa nim ha ya na skei mo ahwe obi afra me say Kwame scan fa me na me fa nko top bank ne board na me me da ya fa fufuo enko lumba ehyiamu na ase. It may body tell on tem na obeba na ma send me de ato but they know Kwame nyame shira why God bless you so much. At least we push your band no ko anim kakra nyame shira mo won so abeso boaye no send bra ye de beto why ye beto pa medamasi yato okay eko enya 350 gigabyte abeka ho nyame shira mo abrani. Any other question? Okay, yapo. Abna ne asesa yapo. Abna bra na bibia bra. Ne nan kukumu nyina ye bede. Why are there? Nyame hyira mo. Me din the counselor George Lutros. Nyankopon twedi ampo bo so ni asase mbo nyina mo ho ban. De ye be san a ekuni pantem onyi mu mfim. Pati wo me yi mu mfim. Yare wo me yi mu mfim. Okom wo me yi mu mfim. Ade bia be ma onkwa so ate me yi mu mfim wo Yesu dim. Adesire de ba ko amesire ne se unye yempo ansa na wabo akwakora na wawu memma won sire ansa na wundi de egu awade me yi ufim de de how ba me yi ufim memma wadwuma nse ma common de Kwame me bom pae ma wenne Kwame David me bom pae kese bi ma se me bisa ye na nche na omaye memma sika yin sika wahwere ma enya afode a wabo kese ema dwumadie obia obetie me bia efa wo data iso nyankopon ma wonye nhira esanse ma tie obi chiro ye say thank you for saving my marriage Kwame osika na ya de pa nyame nhira nyankopon nhira wa wonso wo akoma so se obemma na ebi na onya nyame bie kwan ma no ma wonso nya odefo na me bisa daachi bia wa ma me bi medam ase bidin the osofo counselor Dr. Lutros. Ejuma ya na me ya kakra. E ma me digi yemi. Di obo ma chi dom kese pa ma me ntumi enja ejuma we. Ni din ede. Abna sugar crash. Oba son no. Oba hofe. Ochina ma hye mo bo se me treat topic bi. Abna topic ni eden. Ochina nyumre 5 o'clock. Nyame aduma ana by 6 me start. We will show 8 o'clock and me hwese me start 5 ah. Send be by 6:30 my pon. Na ma set you up for my TV show. Enjoy ochina. Abraham kan topic ni dia mean you. Bonsem mom, bonsem akwa. The role of a wife in a marital setting. Ochina. And I may say we so metwa so part 2. Nyame aduma e bia Monday anyumre may show Monday anyumre may part 2 of how to manage a mother-in-law as a wife. Eunice, thank you for coming. Mark, thank you for coming. Thank you, Single Life. If you want counseling, private counseling, please call me 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You can call me anytime. It's left with me to pick. Thank you for coming. Those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, thank you. If you want to go and listen to this again, TikTok doesn't store it. You have just excerpts on TikTok after this show. But immediately you go to my YouTube, Counselor Lutrot, you'll find the whole show there. Go and revise your notes. Thank you. Good night. Proudly brought to you by Marco Ginger Honey Cheese.
Yare yo, yare yas. Obi benya wane fi yare. Yamfa yare nsu nye nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pockets, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma, and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support.
you know I've done 60 plus. He was excited because at his birthday he said, so this is you know, so his life was all about I want to see my 60.